What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans? It's a battle for Texas tonight as our San Antonio Spurs face the Dallas Mavericks. Happy holiday weekend. Our Spurs, a little bit of controversy in the week this week with the team not passing to Wemby and missing him on a lot of plays in the paint. So people are talking about that a lot. We're talking about it here. You know what else we might be talking about? Let's talk about a win. As the Mavericks are missing some guys tonight, so this is a good chance to steal a win and get something back in the W column. Good evening, Spur of the moment. Kalo 5, Victor Wembanyama. So for the Mavericks tonight, Kyrie Irving is out, Derek Lively's out, and Maxi Kleber are out. So they are out quite a few guys. I think 2, maybe 3 starters. So hopefully have a good name. We have a different guest tonight for the Battle of Texas. Chuck Norris, welcome to the channel. Thank you for being here. Of course, we got Grogu hiding in the back. Coyote, Miss TSR Sports, and her dog Bear are also here as well for the festivities.
And we're horrified about your hat.
No, my hat's awesome.
We're horrified.
Devin, good evening. Adrian.
Embarrassed.
Brother from another mother. Look at us. And Chuck Norris. We be mates. Jerseys. Everything's reversed. There we go. It's still going to show a lot of the weight. It is what it is. Yes, Luka Doncic is playing tonight. Be interesting to see how the Spurs respond because there's been a lot of negativity, not just from fans, but a lot of news out or a lot of websites. The Bulls announcers are really calling out our San Antonio Spurs for not getting the ball to Wemby. So I don't know if they're going to feed him more or if they're going to be bitter and feed him less. We'll see. Wemby's 26 points, 16 boards, 2 assists, 2 steals, 3 blocks. I would be very good with that line. That's more of a Florida Chicago detective hat than Cal. Well, you know what? It's actually not that either. It's the Freddy Krueger hat.
Well, I gotta tell you, Llama has the best comment yet. Went for Chuck, but landed on Indiana Jones.
Hey, I'll take it. Howard Brown, good evening. Yeah, it could be a tough game tonight, but we'll see. Daniel Berry, good evening. Federal Flavix, thank you for stopping in. Machine 78. During pregame war, Wemby was really ignoring Sohan. Oh boy. I don't know what's going on there between those two, but you got to start wondering as the season progresses, is there some bad blood between the two? And Jeremy Sohan, to his credit, is in a really tough spot. He's drafted last year. He's going to be the 4 of the future, and then immediately his replacement is drafted. Although Wemby's playing the 5 now, so he's not a replacement. But he starts off the season out of position, and he's just getting a lot of shade thrown up from Spurs fans on social media. And yeah, he had a lot of fun playing the game last year. I hope that comes back. Might be tough during all these losing streaks, but I hope he finds a smile, if you will, and just plays basketball to the best of his ability and grows this season like we saw him grow last year. That's a 9th overall pick. That's not a guy you want to miss on at all. Good evening, Free J. Oh, is it Free J? I'd say Free, so it's Free J. The trainers were ignoring Wemby during the layup. Get rid of everyone but Dev and Wemby. Big Hoss. You could see a major change-up with the Spurs before the trade deadline or after the season if there's problems with some of the players and Wemby. Wemby is our guy. He is the franchise player that we should be building around. And if there's somebody on the team that's not on board with that, we could see him not on the roster anymore. Now people wonder if you are a Cowboys fan. No, they won't, Cowboy X Factor. I'm rocking the Chuck Norris. I got it. I'm rocking this right here. Come on now.
Cowboy X Factor, don't encourage him. You have your other hat.
I don't think he could hear you because I was playing the Chuck Norris punch. My other hat? Yeah, it's right here.
Oh, good. We're going to see that maybe during the game. Please.
I'm wearing it now. Thank you, Mike. I'm creating something. Oh, you did hear? Okay, I got X Factor. I don't know if you could hear over the Chuck Norris line. This is a new look. I'm innovative, and I create new looks, once in a while. There we go. Fits nice now. Look at that.
Babe.
This is the epitome of cool.
No.
I have never looked sexier, I admit it.
I will admit absolutely no such thing. I would actually argue that point to the death.
Q Clutch Corey, nice channeling. Thank you for stopping in. Think of this first.
It's another vote for Indiana Jones hat.
It's the double hat. It's a good look for me.
No.
I do look like. That's why I'm wearing the hat. I do have kind of the Chuck Norris thing going. It'd be like more searing, like. I was in Lone Wolf McQuaid, missing in action. I got bit by a snake, and the snake died 3 days later. I don't know. I used to know when I was 9 years old. It looks amazing. See?
No.
I do look like stuck in the 80s. I have a question. Are we sure that's a cowboy hat or is that a fedora? It's actually a Freddy Krueger hat. To go with my Freddy Krueger mask, which is in the other room, and I don't think I'll be busting that out. But with the nightmare the Spurs have been playing as, maybe it'd be appropriate to dress up as Freddy one night. But the mask is so warm because it's an over-the-head mask. Completely covers my head. Not to mention the fact, since I'm wearing a mask, my voice would be very muffled during the stream, and I don't think we want that. Kelvin and Sona have some question about the tension with Wemby. Glad to see my boy Vassell and Wemby on the same page. I just dabbed it up. There's something weird going on with the team, and Pop as the leader, El Capitan, really, if there's anything going on, and we're starting to see it a little bit. We're seeing frustration. We're seeing the players maybe not passing each other intentionally. I'd like to think that's not the case, but if there's anything going on, hopefully Pop had a long talk with these guys, what the goals are, who the man is, and just, go out there and play Spurs basketball. Spurs basketball, when you think of players like Manu Ginobili, David Robinson, you think of players that aren't selfish. David willingly passed the torch to Tim Duncan when Timmy came to the team. Manu willingly took a spot on the bench as a sixth man. Those are the type of personalities you want, the guys that are all about winning. I feel like Wendy's one of those guys that winning comes first. I'm not sure everybody's on board with that right now on the team, and they need to get there if they're not. I'm glad we don't have a Christmas game either. For Christmas, we need a stream with the Spurs guy. Now, Chuck Norris isn't dead. I think he's old. Steelers beat the Bengals. Champagne's been a disappointment. I really was excited seeing him in the summer league, seeing him get that 4-year contract for like $12 million. I'm like, man, this guy could be an absolute steal. And right now, it looks like he ripped us off. Yes, they are, James. Yes, they are. Jonathan, I'll believe that when I see it. If Chuck was a member of the Spurs, we would be undefeated. That's a fact. Personally, I don't think there's anything going on Earth. If there was, Pop would squash that. But would he? I don't know. Chuck is 83?
It's Pop's job to squash that.
That's true. Mars, good evening to you. I would say, Cowboy X Factor, I'm not doing the game, but yes, I'll be watching the Giants games. Like you, only read some text you like. Well, I'll tell you what, Howard, why don't you go live and you read every single comment on there. Let me know how that works. I miss comments all the time. If you've been here long enough, you see people put, Rich, please read my previous comment. I don't get every single one. I'm sorry. I'm not going to read every one of your comments. There's other people who put stuff up. I'm not going to read every one of their comments. That's just the way it goes.
Plus, you got a game to call, man.
Plus, I got a game to call. I got a scoreboard to monitor. It's not, I'll be selective if somebody's putting something inappropriate in the chat, like a racist comment or something political. Those will intentionally get ignored. Otherwise, I don't read every comment. Or I read every comment and I just don't read everyone out loud. Laura Lang, good evening to you. Thank you for stopping in. Now, see that one I did say, don't be a Grinch. People do get upset, though. I've seen streams where, like, if you don't read every one of their comments, like, you're ignoring me. It's like, I'm reading every one of your comments. I'm not reading every one of your comments out loud. Especially when the game starts. You guys know that I've been here for years. I can't possibly read every comment.
Going, you can't keep up.
No, I can't. Usually we've had smaller crowds. When there's big crowds, when there's, like, when we get to that point again, when there's 300 people, 400 people, 500 people, it's impossible to stay current with the chat. Zach, I'm sorry, J-Mon, you say, breaking news, Wemby out. What? What? Keith, I'm feeling a little less good now that it's heard Wemby's out. Are you being serious? J-Money's not a troll. J-Money's been here a long time. He wouldn't, I don't think he would make stuff up like that.
Oh, that'll...
I glaze of baking, speed recovery. Didn't know if he'd be in, so... Hope you get better soon. Broadcaster said Wemby is in. All right, so we're getting conflicting information. I'm going to go to ESPN's site, which isn't usually the most accurate from information, and see if there's any injury news on the Spurs. It's going to suck if Wemby's out. I know he's had the ankle issue. I'm checking the injury report right now. Charles Bassey's the only one on it. And he's out for the year. Mavericks starting lineup: Luka Doncic, Dante Exum, Grant Williams, Derek Jones Jr., and Tim Hardaway Jr. They're missing a lot of guys tonight. I think that's who I had in the starting lineup. Yeah, mostly. For the Spurs, Malachi Branham, Demisel, Zach Collins, Jeremy Soin, Julian Champagny. So, wait, Keldon and Wemby are out.
Oh.
What the hell?
Oh, I don't like this very much at all.
This sucks. Kelvin and Wemby apparently are out.
Are they out or are they just not starting?
Why would he not
I
start?
don't know. I'm trying to save my night.
Aw, damn is right, Sands family. Refund, Kent. I don't get refund. Guess I'm not watching this. Sugar J. This is disappointing. What a late scratch. News Coach Pop is Coach Pop out too? I don't know why this is so last second though. That's what's confusing on it. Like very, very last second.
No, there's Pop. Which one be?
Well, players are on the court,
What?
and
That
away
happened?
we go.
What is even about to happen?
I'm kind of stunned. I was excited to see if Wemby would have a bounce back game after all this, the news, all this hoopla about him not getting the ball and his teammates not passing to him. Doncic drives in the paint, can't make the shot, but the tip in is good, and that's just a tip, my friends, by Derek Jones. All right, well, it is what it is. There's the lineup right over there. Oh, Hardaway I didn't have in there. Champagne hits a three. Maybe he can get it going. I don't know. I was going to say this could be a good chance for the Spurs to steal one, but... Oof.
Oh, wow.
Air ball by Derek Jones, but now the Spurs are missing two of their starters. I'm rocking a Keldon jersey. What the hell, man?
That wasn't even close.
Wemby has stepped on a ball boy's foot during pregame warmups. That's the word? Well, Vassell drives in the paint, throws up a layup. Kind rim job. Good.
Hey, Carlos.
Carl Cheater, como esta? Trainer needs to be fired. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you, Jonathan. 5-2. Devin averaging 18.3 points per game, second on the Spurs. We have nobody averaging over 20. That pull-up jumper is no good by Hardaway Jr. Spurs ball. If you have not hit the thumbs up, my friends, please do so. It does help the channel.
Go Spurs, go! Go Spurs, go!
Jeremy Sohan drives in the paint and throws it down.
Thunder dunk of justice.
Wemby is tired of playing a team that can't pass. Well, that's a three for the Mavericks, by the way. I'm shocked we're out two starters tonight. That's very, very late. Collins with a jumper in the paint, no good. Fifth gear, Champagne's inconsistent. John Lou, Wemby's out. No Wemby tonight. That long three's no good by Hardaway. Champagne with the rebound to get to Brandon to bring it up for the Spurs. Spurs rocking two headbands tonight. Collins and Branham. Keldon was out there. He'd be rocking the headband too. Champagne's going to take a step over three. That one's no good. Fight for the board, and it'll fall to the hands of the Dallas Mavericks. Joy Gutierrez, thank you for stopping in. Federal Flav, I got to think it's the ankle again. Doncic drives in the paint on Jeremy Sohan, misses the dunk, but gets the offensive board and puts it back as there's nobody in the paint for the Spurs to grab the rebound.
Anywhere near him.
Nope. That's our defense, leaving people wide open. Branham in the paint. Jumper good and one. Apples and Bananas says they don't want to have to deal with the why aren't they passing to Wemby questions. That's possible.
That guy with all the tape on his shoulder. That's the guy you were telling me about?
What? What guy?
Luka?
Luka Doncic?
Yeah.
That's one of the best point guards in the NBA.
What's up with his shoulder?
I don't know. I've heard that tape thing's actually a fraud.
I think it depends.
I look like Woody from Toy Story. Apparently, girlfriend's not going to hit the thumbs up on the video on the channel because I'm wearing this hat. Hope she likes sleeping on the couch tonight.
That's where I will be sleeping if you continue wearing that hat.
All right, fair enough. All right, deal. We're gonna have a foul on the Spurs. 9:07, 10-7. TSR, do you think there's beef with Cullen and Wemby? I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the team.
Cowboy, I X Factor. What's up with his shoulder? Any ideas?
Doncic with the runner in the paint. It's an air ball. It is Spurs ball, 10-7. 9 minutes to go in the first quarter. Mavericks missing a few starters tonight. The Spurs were without 2 starters.
Well, at least I wore the right jersey.
True. Brandon's going to drive in the paint and get the lead. But Brandon had a quick start last game. Just couldn't maintain it. Hopefully he maintains it tonight.
Super cold.
Metzer, yes, no Wemby. As I turn away, that's 2-pointer is good. Hardaway with the jumper. 12-9, 8.5 minutes to go. Sohan with the ball right now. Drives in the post into the paint. Passes it out to Brandon. Fakes the 3. Now he takes a 3. A little too much on it. No good. Pop answered with okay while everybody's out. It sounds like Pop. We're in my house, James. I won't be sleeping outside. Spurs ball after the miss. 8 minutes to go. And it's cold out. Vassell pull-up jumper. No good. Doncic with the rebound. 8 minutes to go. Doncic going to drive. And nice pass and a little jumper. And now Pop's going to call a timeout. Is that Hardaway again? Off to a good start. Timeout, friends. Wemby rolled his ankle during warm-ups. Same ankle?
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
Dang it. 3 very stupid person in the Spurs. Coach Pop, Sohan, and Colin. Wow. We saw it live. Good morning, Darlene Chong. Kelvin Johnson is out, late scratch. Victor Wembanyama's out, late scratch. I already knew for the Dallas Mavericks, Maxi Kleber, Derek Lively, and Kyrie Irving went out. So a lot of rest for guys tonight. Wemben killing instinct is out. Wemby haters are already becoming as toxic as LeBron haters, or maybe they're just the same people who will be miserable as the next generation.
Spur of the moment, the team can't catch a break.
No. But they'll go Spurs go up. Anthony, it feels that way. A lot of people are worried about what the Spurs are doing with Wemby this season. Luka Doncic is dealing with the left quad strain. Miss TSR hopefully no, it's left shoulder.
Yeah, that's the shoulder. Yeah.
He's got that tape on his shoulder, athletic tape.
That KT tape.
Whatever it's called.
Yeah, a lot of the Spartan racers use KT tape.
I've heard it doesn't do anything.
It depends how you're applying it. A lot of people apply it wrong.
Well, maybe that's it. I'm going to say it now. Wemby will miss at least 30 games.
No, I don't think that's true.
Considering he's only missed 3 games so far, that would be a lot.
Not unless he ends up with a major injury. He wants to play.
That would be a lot of the regular season he's missing. So I hope it's not 30. Like I said, the Baldwin could use a guy out of the way, but stood there with his hands behind his back like he was guarding the Queen's Castle. They can win, Carlos. They can.
I like the energy Carlos is putting out.
Positive vibes. Positive Selena Gomez gifts.
When you're ready, come and get it. Na, 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 na.
For playing Selena.
No.
I'm not happy about it.
You can put that.
Jeremy missed a lot of games his rookie year. Missed a lot. That's true. He did. Thank you, Moses. Appreciate that.
Babe, if you want to wear the other one.
Nope. What if I wear it like this?
That's kind of funny.
It wasn't funny the other way around?
No. If you want to wear the hat, wear it.
Spent time with Brian Wright at the... You saw Tim Duncan with Brian Wright at the Kings game? I don't think it's... I'm worried about the ankle a little bit too, Federal Flames. This seems to be a lingering issue. Britney Spears got a Wemby voodoo doll. She put it... Oh, geez, Damien. Jay Pierce, good evening. John Connor's in the chat. The mission is protect you.
Anthony, you're right. A couple of vets would be great in the lineup.
Come with me if you want to live. Adrian, I'm bummed out he's out. I mean, we'll put him a little ahead of the game. 12-11. Spurs up by 1. Under 8 minutes to go. Malachi Branham pick and roll with Zach Collins. Branham's going to drive to the free throw line. The bounce pass by Sewing can't be handled. Zach Collins scrambles for the loose ball. Gets it back to Jeremy. Shot clock's running out. Jeremy turnaround Jay is no good. Tried to channel his little Michael Jordan, and it turned out it wasn't there. Jordan loved that spot to turn around Jay. That three-pointer is no good. By Grant Williams. 12-11. Collins in the post. Collins going to back his man up. Little jump hook is good. I'd rather have one missed game of Wemby than 2 years. Yeah. I mean, Robinson only played in 6 games in 96, 97.
Did he really?
That's how we got Tim Duncan.
That makes sense.
And nobody's guarding Tim Hardaway Jr. in the paint, and he throws it down. Yeah, Robinson hurt his back, came back, and then broke his foot, or the other way around. It was one of the two. So he only played 6 games. The Spurs got the number 1 overall pick the next year. Sohan for 3? All right.
Oh, no facial. Oh, no, it's still there.
Wait, Kelvin on the bench? Is he actually good to go tonight?
Wait, I'd be excited if he was playing.
Kelvin was benched. He's playing. What?
Wait.
Kelvin was benched? We'll have to do a video on that tomorrow.
Was benched or just is not starting?
Well, that's the same thing. Not starting means you were benched.
Oh, so then I think of benched, I think, because that was the game.
I thought he was out.
Okay,
Oh, he's on the court now.
That makes me feel better. Oh! That looks worse in the replay.
Probably Duncan Carlos. A role change? I said he'd be great at 6-man off the bench, but that's when we have an established starting lineup. We don't. Zach Collins already with 2 fouls. Great job, buddy. Might be seeing a lot of Mamu tonight or Dominic Barlow. Doncic at the line. Collins checked in. I am really perplexed.
I don't understand what Pop does with these lineups.
Experimenting?
I think he throws darts at a board.
He might throw darts. Devin Vassell now for San Antonio. Gets it over to Kellen. Kellen's going to almost turn the ball over.
Oh, dear God.
Gets it back to Sohan. Sohan with the step over 3 with the clock running out.
Nice.
Sohan!
Nice. That was...
The German going to go for 30-something tonight with Wemby on the bench. Turnover by the Mavericks. Spurs on a fast break. Branham drives in the paint. Layup gets blocked.
Oh,
We suck on the break.
2 Mavs players just running into each other.
Roy Garza says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the same combination I have in my luggage.
Roy! Oh, Roy knows the weight of my heart.
Anantha, good evening to you. Blake, I mean, what the hell? We're going to experiment. Why don't we give some of these young guys minutes that aren't getting any minutes? Boom Bassett, good evening. Jacob, no Wemby tonight. And Kelvin coming off the bench, so I don't know what's going on. 1916, it's going to actually be Mavericks ball. Doncic in the paint. Nice behind the head pass. Pull up 3, good. Jones for 3. Mr. Jones. Oh, the Spurs, they took a point away. Must have been a 2-pointer, one of those Jeremy Sohan 3s. Sohan thinks about another 3. Drives in the paint. Tosses it off to Trey Jones. Jones takes off. He gets in the paint. Back to Jeremy Sohan. Sohan with a nice pass to Mamu. No good. I haven't been able to say Sohan with a nice pass much this year. He's looking a little more, I don't know. Maybe he had a talking too. Jones for 3. Another 3 for Derek Jones Jr. Mavs take the lead 22-19. Luka is playing. Michael Prime David was certainly, when he was in his prime, I would even put him ahead of Tim Duncan. Just didn't have the championship to go with it. Didn't have the team, though, or the coaches. But Prime David was a beast. Defensive player of the year. Led the league in scoring one year, 29.8 points per game. He was just off the charts. Yeah, federal play, that's what we're all saying. That's a lot of the chat saying that there's a ball boy is what caused the injury. Wemby prepares ham croissants for Christmas. Okay, Pat, thank you for the information. Devin Vassell at the line, going to shoot 2 free throws. First one's good.
Nice.
Veronica! Well, that's not Dougie. But Walker's better than Selena. That is Walker, Texas Ranger. That's a fact. Wemmy's putting up similar numbers to David, but his efficiency is extremely lower. Much lower. which will come around. And he's not, well, I've talked about it in the videos this week on the channel, he's not being put necessarily in the best position to succeed. Longley, that's fair. Yes, Toby, Wemby is out with an ankle injury. He is much younger. Yes, Wemby is much younger.
I wonder if they're just sitting him out of precaution.
It could be precaution. He's 19 years old. He's 7'1".
Yeah. They're worried if he... Because he was out the other game with it. They may just be...
Oh, 2 free throws for the Mavs. Doncic, first one good. 23-21. The Mavericks are in the bonus already. Hey-o! He is young. He shouldn't be out. Yeah, but injuries don't discriminate on age. Thank you, Free J. Appreciate it. Good French, good evening. Yeah, okay, was a good player in the 80s. Both free throws good.
Veronica.
7 million. Yes, it is. Devin drives in the paint. He's going to get fouled. Is that an and one? They going to continue it? Yes, they are. And one. Layup in the paint. And one.
His hair seems exceptionally tall this evening.
His hair is quite erect.
I'm digging it.
Doncic's headband is throwing me off. Is he usually rocking the headband?
I'm guessing not with that haircut.
It does feel like we're tanking at times. It does. I hate to say it. Yes, Jay Parrish, the experiment is Keldon off the bench. He hasn't done much so far. I don't think he scored. Devin looking to tie it up. And he will.
There we go. That's my boy.
4 minutes to go. Happy holidays to everybody. Hope you have a wonderful Christmas holiday if you celebrate. If you don't, hopefully you enjoy whatever you do celebrate. Doncic pull-up three is no good. Trey Jones will bring it up the court for San Antonio. Drops it off to Devin. Devin's going to take off into the paint. Out to Jones for three. Nope. Look at his three-point shooting. He's got worse as the season progressed.
It has.
Just leave him open. Dare him to shoot. That layup is no good, but the follow-up dunk is good.
That was nice.
Dwight Powell throws it down, 26-24. Keldon out in three-point lane, going to drop it off to Chetty Osman, who's also checked in for the Spurs. Back to Trey Jones. Trey will get it back to Keldon. A lot of headbands out there. Keldon will fall on the floor. What's been with him lately? And he turns the ball over. He's been turnover prone a lot the last few games. When he was really limiting his turnovers all season, and just lately, turnover after turnover. Calvin, good evening. Thank you for stopping in. Spurs need some new juju. Might need to bring Brittany, but no Brittany. Happy holidays to you as well. But seriously, Keldon's turnovers lately, I feel like he's been really having issues lately. Doncic's little jumper good, 28-24. Man, at one point he was averaging maybe 1.3 turnovers a game, and he's definitely brought that number up a little bit lately the last few games. Keldon almost turns the ball over again to get the ball to Osman for three. No good. Rebound, Mavericks. I don't know who AJ Lawson is, but he just got the rebound. Doncic going to pull up for three. Swish. Actually rattled around a little, so ding, 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 swish. Pop's calling a timeout. 2.5 minutes to go. Spurs are down by 7.
Okay, can you explain this Doncic always complaining thing to me?
People say that Doncic complains to refs a lot, looking for fouls.
Okay.
Bubasic, we need a little of everything. Detroit Pistons lost 25 in a row. They're 2-26 now. Wow. Who are the Detroit Mercy Titans? 0-13. I don't know who that is.
That might be their G League.
Yeah, is that their G League team? No idea. Well, it's commercial time, so you know what that means.
Coyote.
Yep. I'm trying to get the Spurs motivated.
Coyote's got the moves.
He's got some moves. Oh, look what was that. Wait, are the Mavericks on a back-to-back right now? Baby Coyote. Veronica, did you order that Coyote yet, or is he still in your cart? I've seen so many YouTubers late posting videos of how the Spurs can't find one man stunning his development. Have you seen their takes? I have not, P-Mart. I did 2 videos this week. I did one yesterday and today, similar subjects. But I honestly don't watch any other Spurs content creators. I just don't have time. And, you know, when you're making your own video on that type of stuff, you know, and then I have your comments. I read every one of your comments. So I really don't have time.
I'm going to vouch for that. He reads every single comment.
I read every comment. And
every single one.
There's been a lot. And some of you guys are writing novels and paragraphs, which is awesome that you're really, you know, giving a long take on things, but it just doesn't leave time to watch other Spurs content creators. It's it. I mean, I try to go on other people's lives. Like I just went to Valhalla Sports live stream tonight. The Sports Critic. I try to hit live streams, but as far as watching made videos, it's a time thing more than anything. Phil, good evening to you. Yes, it does suck he's out because of that. Mavs lost last night for the Rockets, 122-96.
Hey, Phil.
He's still on. Sarah, good evening to you. How's Popkin when he needs to sit? Yeah, rolled his ankle. He's still in my cart. I'm waiting till after the holidays to order him. Don't want him to get lost in the crappy. That's fair.
That's very fair.
First, last, good evening. Zach, good evening. All I want for Christmas is best name. Hey, smart Phil. Fair. R-Dub rolled his ankle during warm-ups. So Wemby, a late scratch tonight, was supposed to play. And not so much. Well, Maria, good evening to you. Well, let's not bring any presidents, former or current, into the chat. I really want to stay away from that. Jay Rich was a good player for us, Adrian. He was a good player. I forgot where he went, but Jay Rich, you know, best luck to him. Well, Zach.
That's what Rich wants to.
Yeah. I would like a Giants win versus the Eagles. And I'm sure to my Cowboys subscribers in the chat, you would love a Giants win against the Eagles. It's not going to be easy. The Giants have sucked against the Eagles like the last decade for the most part. The Eagles have had our number a lot. But I'll be rooting for the Giants. 4:30 game, which sucks because my girlfriend invited me to a friend of the family's is having a Christmas dinner at 6, and I looked at the schedule. I'm like, are they going to have the game on? And she said, probably not. And I was like, I don't want to see the game. Kellen's just going to launch a 3. Nope. Our staff injured him. That's what I'm hearing. 7-point game, 2-minute warning. Tim Hardaway Jr. way out in 3-point land. He's going to pull up for 3 over Mamu. Rattles it in. Our last win in Philly was 2013.
Well, then you're due.
Due theory. Gosh, I knew it was. I did say a decade. Mavs on a 10-0 run in the last 2 minutes. Teddy Osman a drive in the paint. Out to Trey Jones for 3. Yeah, I don't know if Trey Jones shooting 3. He's going to take another 3. Another miss. He's over 3. I don't think Trey Jones launching 3 after 3 is the key to success tonight, my friends.
I agree.
I didn't see it first last, but Doncic for 3. No good. Brandon with the rebound. Can our offense wake up here and stop this run by the Mavericks? Maybe get a stop or 2. Kellen drives in the paint. Runner no good. We are getting 3-point happy. I don't know why it's Trey Jones getting 3-point happy.
It's like it's the default whenever they're stressed.
Doncic with the miss. Powell with the putback. We're down by 12 already. Mamu's going to hit the 3. All right. Single digits. All right. Rich, how was my life before I created this channel? Less busy. Definitely less busy. Doncic's going to launch a 3. That barely made the rim. And we're going to have a foul, I think, on San Antonio. But, hey, you know, Carlos, what this channel does give me is a San Antonio Spurs community. It gives me a place to talk about the Spurs. I have a very small Giants fan base, or we have a very small Giants fan base, but I do get to talk to Giants fans a little bit about the team. I'd like to see that part of the channel grow over the next year substantially because there's a lot of room for growth there. But being able to talk Spurs, and, you know, it's interesting where in today's video I mentioned that I think one of the big reasons there's a problem with the team is Pop. Refusal to start a point guard. If there's any egos or selfishness or whatever's happening with the players, he has piles up the line for 2. That seems to be a problem. He needs to keep that in check and just, you know, Oh, a lot of people are agreeing. Not too many people were. It seemed like the opinions have changed a little bit. It wasn't just trust the process, the user response, or Pop's got this. It was like, yeah, there's some problems with the team.
First last, you're giving me an awful lot of credit.
What do you say?
That you should kick me off the stream, that I'm the reason that Limby got hurt.
Spurs ball down by 11, 20 seconds to go. Kelvin going to drive. Throws it out to Osman. Back around to Branham. Branham drives baseline. Runner, good. Gosh, we've been up 38 points already. Which I'm kind of used to in the first quarter, or every quarter. Oh, it's very obvious. You watch the games, you see it. Foul on Mamu. I saw some people like, he's not getting frustrated in the comments on the videos that we've done this week, and I'm like, yes, he is. You can see it.
Yeah, all over his face.
Spurs give us a horrible shit. They've been, yes, bad this year. Unless they play the Phoenix Suns. If we could play the Phoenix Suns every night, we'd probably have a winning record. For whatever reason, the Spurs are 2-0 against them this year. Doncic is at the line for 2. That's 39. Oh, click your bad luck girlfriend off. Oh, wow. I don't know if you said that.
Yeah.
Ouch. You mean Selena Gomez? Yeah, I did kick her off. We're still losing.
Oh, no, he meant me.
I know.
See the comment.
Kellen's 3 is going to get blocked, and that's how we're going to end the quarter down by 11.
That's not awesome.
Go Spurs, go. Oh, the Mavericks are on a 3-game losing streak. Hey, so are we. I'm watching on NBA Pass. Better than down by 12. Okay, Veronica.
Valid point, Veronica.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Let me still put up a few shots after rolling the ankle, so that is sort of good. Odyssey, good evening to you. Go Spurs, go. Dougie after Kelvin Wemben Norris. Wemben Norris. I mentioned I was working on a Wemby song. I've been a little lazy and working on the lyrics this week. Not that there's many lyrics to write, but I will hopefully have that done in the next few weeks. The next Wemby song, all the music's done. I just need to write the lyrics. And it is a cover of Killing in the Name of by Rage Against the Machine. So I'm hoping to have that up very, very soon. I would say our top 3 players, you got to put Wemby number 1. He definitely has the highest ceiling out of anybody on the roster.
Yeah.
I would say Devin probably is number 2 right now.
Yeah, boy.
I would say Kellen's number 3. After that, because Sohan's been not very good at times this year, so I can't put him number 4.
I feel like that's psychological.
Trey's been, I really don't, after that, I mean, I think we have an established top 3, and after that, everything gets very wishy-washy, and guys one night look great, like Zach Collins will look great one night, the next night he'll take 7 threes and miss them all. They'd rather argue about the last play and then figure out what they run next. OC Colt, could be true. Ernesto, good evening to you. Misanthrope, it's hard to be a Spurs fan and a Spurs content creator. It struggles real, believe me. I don't like being, stuck in negative land for the Spurs, but there's nothing positive really to say right now. I try to find positivity, but especially this week with the Bulls commentators constantly calling out the team for missing easy looks to Wemby or easy lobs. It's like, I don't like covering stuff like that, but how can you not when you see it? Elias says, I love my Spurs, but it's time to either trade Kelvin or Sohan for a point. I like Quincy. A lot of people talking to him from New York. The Batsy injury sucks first last, and that could be, I'm worried about him. He's had 2 fractured patellas and now this torn ACL. I think it's all to the same knee. His NBA career, the window could be closing on that very quickly with the same injury, or not the same injury, but multiple injuries to the same part of his body. Kokushiba, we're down by 11. Ernesto, if the Spurs are losing 4 years in a row, then I could see him possibly leaving. And if he's very unhappy here, definitely Dallas Cullen with his first bucket. I hope that's not the case. Hopefully, whatever's happening with the team this year, any bad vibes, anything gets squashed immediately, and Wemby plays his whole career with the Spurs. That Grant Williams for 3? Nope, Lawson for 3. I don't even know who that is. AJ Lawson, my apologies, for 3. He's number 9. I'll put him on my cheat sheet here.
Oh, nice.
Who just scored?
So,
Who?
so
Oh, Sohan. You hit a 3?
yeah.
Wow. Jeremy Sohan's hit a couple 3s tonight.
Yeah, he's missed a bunch too, though.
Well, he had one long 3 that ended up being a 2. Hardaway throws it up, and that's pretty much an air ball, and it'll be Spurs ball, 43-34. If Cowboys do play the Dolphins, that should be a good game. The Mavericks need some Chuck Norris. All right, I'll put some Chuck Norris up for you. I couldn't do that fast enough.
It looks great on camera, honey.
I'm sure Sohan won another bucket. Sohan taking on... I've been a Spurs fan, DB, for 33 years, going on 34. Sohan with 12 points tonight on 5 of 6 shooting. He's got something to prove. You're not going to unlike the stream, are you?
Me?
Yeah.
No, of course not.
Hardaway for 3. Well, you said you hated the hat.
I love you. It doesn't matter if I hate the hat.
Okay. Brian thought it was a mess. No, it was my hat stuck. I was trying to do a smooth thing, and then the hat got stuck as I was taking it off. Dougie in the paint. The runner's no good, but going to the line for 2. Oh no, Zach Collins back on court. Get ready to be down by 20. Jean-Claude Van Damme is Norris Kryptonite. You look more like Crocodile Dundee. I like Crocodile Dundee.
Veronica, I really appreciate you.
I love that movie. Loved it more as a kid.
Odyssey, great comment. Our guys being young should not be an excuse on why they don't pass Wemby. They're not 4 years old playing CYO basketball. Yeah.
Dougie misses the first free throw. A Spursy Indiana Jones. There you go. Spursy Indiana Jones. Bump it up. Oh my God, Doug! You almost airballed that second free throw. It hit the bottom of the rim.
Not his finest moment. Oh, that was a nice.
And fast break dunk for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Pop's going to call another timeout. Dougie looked terrible at the line right there. Some fans are a little down. Yes, he's Zach Collins, we mentioned in the chat. Some fans are a little down on him right now. He got that nice contract extension, 2 years, $35 million, but he hasn't really played up to it since getting that extension. You should stream on Twitch or Kick to expand and gain more subscribers. But streaming on Twitch wouldn't grow the YouTube channel, would it, Adrian? No, I mean, I do this for fun too. I'm not looking to make money off of this. I've been very transparent about that since day one. I do like Google's ad revenue. Not gonna lie, it's a nice bonus. But in the end, this is just, I mean, I was on YouTube for 14 years and was never, no, 11 years and not monetized. This channel became monetized in 2019. But everything I did before that was just for fun. And it's still just for fun because if you focus on money, then I think you lose the focus of the channel. Mm-hmm. Like, I want to concentrate on having fun with the live streams, talking about the Spurs with you guys, talking about the Giants with the little fan base we have there. But I want to stay focused on, on the team. Because when you start doing it for money or focus on the money, then maybe start doing videos you normally want to do, or you maybe force videos that you shouldn't. And I can't stand going to a YouTube channel and the first 2 or 3 minutes are just, nonsense, sponsor, Patreon, this, that, and yeah, I shouldn't say nonsense, but it's like 3 minutes of nothing related to what you're there for. And then sponsors, I can't stand when it's a sponsorship for nothing, something that has nothing to do with the content. I've openly said I hate sponsors, but if the Spurs said, announce a Spurs thing, or if there's just any Spurs related thing, somebody said, can you show that off? I'd say, yes, I don't want to do a sponsorship, but I'll plug your product if it's something that I would buy myself. But when I go to these, the biggest example is Magic the Gathering channels, and they constantly are doing sponsorships for food and cereal and electronic razors, and I'm just like, what the hell does this have to do with Magic the Gathering? That's what drives me crazy. I just feel like I'm watching TV commercials, and I'm on a rant right now. I don't know where I'm going with this. Just, I think doing this just because you love the subject matter is the way to go, because once you turn it into a business, it puts more pressure on you, and
I think you wouldn't love it the same way.
and I wouldn't like it the same way.
I think you enjoy it because it's not.
Yeah.
And I mean, living up here, it's not like there are a lot of people for you to talk Spurs.
There's
with.
nobody for me to talk to Spurs to in Connecticut.
I mean, me now, but
Would I do a sports betting? No, Mama. Bro, just get paid. Who cares? I care.
it's not your personality. It's not who he. It's really just not who you are.
It's not, I don't want to sit here. I mean, I have a job for a reason. That's my job. I don't want to sit here and beg people for sponsorship, or not beg, but well, I do go to channels where it almost seems like they're begging for Patreon memberships and sponsorships. It's like it's not me.
Well, I remember when we started dating too, and I was like, "Oh, you have a YouTube."
Yeah, she was not a fan of me having a YouTube channel. Kelvin with the ball right now.
Because those are the types of people that I was meeting with YouTube channels, and you're just not like that at all.
Kelvin gets in the paint, throws it off the glass. Good. Kelvin with 4 tonight, I think. It's TSR Sports, sponsored by Walker, Texas Ranger. That I do like. Let's focus on the end. That's enough about my tirade about sponsorships and whatever. Yeah, exactly, Veronica. It's a hobby. And making a little money on the side off of YouTube ad revenue is a bonus, but it's a hobby. Sohan for 3! He's looking at his mechanics do look good tonight.
He trimmed the facial hair some, and I think it's helping his shooting.
Making him more aerodynamic. Victor,
So,
Wemby is out, late scratch. From one Victor to another, he is out. Oh! Kellen gets run over. It's an offensive foul. Spurs ball.
I looked down and I missed it.
You'll see it right here.
Here we go. Ooh!
Yeah, that's. I mean, he may have flopped a little bit, but you can't throw double shoulder into somebody that hard. I think Kellen was off balance from the first one, and then the second one just took him out. Kellen's not known as a flopper. Kellen's gonna drive in the paint, throws it up, air ball, gets his own miss, the putback,
There
good.
you go.
Seven-point game. Spurs hanging around. This long three is going to bounce off the rim a couple times, and the tip in is good. AJ Lawson with the tip. 52-43. Sohan's going to get out to Collins. Collins going to take the three. Zach Collins hits a three. All right.
One of the things that's interesting to me about Sohan is sometimes he passes so weakly, and sometimes he really passes with authority.
He's like the rest of the team. He's inconsistent. Consistently inconsistent. Tim Hardaway Jr. pull-up jumper, in and out. Burger. Zach Collins with the rebound.
But man, when he passes with authority, he hits his target every time.
I think there's still a lot of potential with Sohan, but
I think so too.
the point guard experiment just really screwed up his year.
I agree, and it really just messed with his confidence.
Kellen drives, misses a shot, but he's going to get fouled and go in line for 2. I'm sorry, Rich. I saw your reaction. Okay, well, Carlos might what?
I'd like to see the Sohan you talked about watching last year.
Sohan showed a lot of growth last year.
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
Kokoshiwa, I mean, we're in the game because how's Bear? Does he get any Christmas presents?
Bear's not very materialistic. He just wants pets all the time.
I've never seen Chuck Norris in person. I've not. First last, I don't blame Sohan. I blame Pop. I've openly said that. The point guard experiment really messed up his game this year.
Yeah.
Stop looking at stat sheets. His game's not measured by that. It's not. But when your efficiency's down, you can measure that. That is a measurable. If you're normally a player's shooting 50% one year and then down to 40%, that's a measurable that can be looked at by stats. Points per game, assists, rebounds, those are all conditional. Kelvin missed a second free throw, but efficiency is one good stat that I like to look at, and his efficiency has been down across the board. Though his three-point shooting is better this year. His two-point field goal percentage has dropped consistently, and we see that in the game too, where he's missed a lot of shots in the paint right at the rim. Brandon for 3.
Nice.
All right, 2-point game. And we're going to have a timeout by the Mavs. All right, Spurs coming back.
Back in.
I've been saying that at the beginning about Tap because there's a fan base that you can't say anything bad about Pop. And here's what I'll say. How many NBA coaches would still have a job after having 5 losing seasons in a row, including a 22-win season last year and setting a franchise record 16-game losing streak last season, and then having an even worse start this year and topping that record with an 18-game losing streak? Pop has a major get-out-of-jail-free card because of what he's done for the team in the past. He's also president of operations, etc. At some point, though, we have to look at him and say, is he doing something wrong? A lot of the rotations this year have kind of had us scratching our heads. My biggest issue with Greg Popovich this year, like he cares what I think, is why aren't we starting a point guard? Why did you sign Trey Jones to a 2-year extension if you're just going to have him ride the bench? That's the one that's perplexing most. I get wanting to have Jeremy go out there and do the point guard experiment, hoping it succeeds, and it didn't. I'm not going to fault him for that because I wanted that to work. But once we saw that was failing and failing miserably, we should have pulled the plug a little earlier, and then why not start Trey Jones? Now, I know he wanted Zach Collins out there and Wemby not at center. I don't know. We're still refusing to start a natural point guard. Jones lately has been looking worse and worse, and his minutes have been getting cut, and I don't know if maybe that's affecting him. Like, if there's an injury we're not aware of, because he did miss some time for an injury, or just mentally just not being the starter on the team. And when you're a player, you keep hearing these analytics about how much better Wemby is with you out there with him, and yet you're still not getting out there. Is he in the doghouse? I don't know. His three-point shooting has improved. I was watching Josh Primo highlights, and oh my God, he would have been good with Wemby. Is Primo playing in the NBA, or is he in G League? Brandon was the right choice in the starting 5. I like Malachi, but 2-year extension or Trey Jones, obviously be gone soon. Yes, I think he will be. Absolutely. Trey is not a reliable shooter. That is facts, Free J. G League Clippers, okay. Trey's been Wemby too. The whole team's guilty of it. But on the video I did today for our channel, Wemby's field goal percentage when Trey passes to him is 55%. When Jeremy Sohan passes to him, it's 20%. That is apples and oranges big time. Primo sucks. Well, it's a tank. I know a lot of people feel like that's a tank job. Wemby has had better numbers at center too, Adrian. Spurs fighting tonight, though. It's just be the question of when we get to the third quarter, will we keep it going or will the wheels fall off? Because that's when things go bad for us. The dreaded third quarter. And it's been constant all year. Just disaster in the third quarter. Kokushiba, I feel like he's taking a step back. Sohan's career high is 33. I like to see him break it tonight. I'm all on board. That's a 3 from the Mavericks. Lawson won another bucket. Doug McBuckets with the ball. Going to get it over to Steady Osman. Osman drives. Pull up Jay. That was awful. Downstell will tap the ball out of bounds. It'll stay with the Mavericks. That one guy, Wemby, out because of an ankle injury. Thankfully, the Spurs are off the next couple of days. They don't play again until Tuesday night, so they'll have plenty of time to rest it. AJ Lawson with 8 points already off the bench. Hasn't missed a shot yet. Luka Doncic with the ball. Fade away from the free throw line. Good. Just like that, back to 7. Pistons 82. So are the Pistons going for their 26th loss in a row tonight? OC, a lot of people want that from the Eiffel Towers. Ball's going to knock out of bounds. They'll say with San Antonio. If Sohan does what he should do at the power forward position, Wemby will be easily the great center joining. To me, that's the goal. We drafted Jeremy Sohan to be our 4 for the next decade. I'm rooting for Jeremy, by the way.
Yeah.
For anybody that sees me criticizing anybody in a video or openly criticizing a player, please also understand I'm hoping I'm wrong. Vassell for 3, no good. And that the player succeeds. I'm totally fine with being wrong about a player if it's for the better of the Spurs. I'm humble enough that if I say Trey Jones isn't good enough to be a starting point guard for the Spurs, and then next year all of a sudden he's a MVP candidate, I'm just being ridiculous, I would be ecstatic because that's good for the team. I don't care what I said. I don't care about what's good for the team. Isn't Eiffel Towers a dirty term on Urban Dictionary? Is it? Victor, yes, that's actually great. His shooting has been improved this year, but his finishing at the rim has taken a step backwards, which is odd because he was arguably our best finisher at the rim last year. I'm not sure what changed. Trey Jones drives in the paint, misses the layup. Jones having a rough night from the floor. He's missed at least 4 shots. I don't know if he's made a shot. Oh, my God. Remember talking about AJ Lawson a moment ago? He just drives in the paint, no defense there, and throws it down hard.
With authority.
Yeah, he's got 10 points this quarter. Zach Collins drives in the paint, and he goes in and throws it down with a throw tie.
Underdog of justice.
It is. I'm gonna look it up.
Guess who the Pistons will break their series again? Their series like the record? Do they play the Spurs soon? Can they get their 30th loss in a row against us, or 29th, or whatever the record is? I believe the record is 28. Trey Jones turns the ball over. Ben Jones is.
Oh.
Ooh, huge collision between Collins and Lawson. What?
The definition of an Eiffel Tower in
What?
Urban Dictionary.
Yeah? Can you say this without getting me in trouble?
I'm gonna choose not to.
Okay. The Eiffel Tower is apparently dirty. Thank you, J. Monte. I appreciate that.
I'll leave that up soon.
Honestly, yep. I mean, I'm the same way. Thank you, that one guy.
Yeah, she did look it up. She sure did.
Turnover by the Spurs. Trey Jones has been struggling lately. I'm not sure what's up with him. Like, his turnovers have been up a bit. He's been missing more shots than normal. I wonder if there's an injury that's lingering. I really don't know. Doncic's going to drive on Sohan. Gets the contact, throws it up, misses the shot. Going to go to the line for 2. I still don't know what it is first last.
I'll tell you later, honey.
Everything on, or is it something that we would do in the bedroom?
No.
Something we would not do.
Definitely would not do.
Definitely would not do.
There is zero chance of that ever happening.
Well, this sounds like it has something to do with the back door.
And a third person.
Oh, no, not a no. Doncic at the line for 2. Wemby was on a limit restriction even when he played today. Okay. Victor, a lot of people are wanting Alexander Sarr. The Eiffel Towers, the not dirty version. People are, as Spurs fans, the Twin Towers was obviously amazing. And Spurs fans want that back, and they see potential there with Sarr and Wemby. It is Spurs ball down by 8.
I don't know that you can recreate something like that
No.
magic, though. I think setting that
Osman for 3. Good.
nice. I think setting that as what you're trying to recreate is living in the past instead of living towards the future.
Joe Dindo, no Wemby tonight. Carlos, I don't want a chocolate ice cream. I'm hungry. Yeah, that little jumper by Pal in the Paint is good. Yeah, I'm hungry. Very hungry. I had a huge poop before the stream, so I'm hungry now. I'm like totally empty. Kelly gonna drive in the paint. Runner short, gets his own miss. Put back, no good as well. And a classic Kelvin yells. Kokachiwas, Nikola Topic's name has been coming up a lot during the live streams.
You looked him up the other day, didn't you?
I did. I don't know where he ranks as far as point guards in the draft. I know Isaiah Collier is supposed to be one of the top ones. All right, J Money, have fun with the wife. And what movie are you going to see? Godzilla -1?
Oh, that movie was so good.
Or are you going to see Aquaman 2?
Oh, God, please no.
Kelvin's going to miss the first free throw. Isaac, look, if we can get both, Alexander Sarr and Isaiah Collier, that would be awesome. I don't know if we'd be able to afford everybody on the roster with that many high lottery picks in the years to come, but that would be one hell of a team we'd be putting together. Kelvin makes the second one. When you go to the front, I had a reading with here, Daniel. Wait, are you doing both? You're seeing Godzilla and Aquaman? Double header? That's a long night. That's like 4.5 hours. Doncic pull up J. That's way off. And Sohan's going to get the loose ball. Under 4 minutes to go. Spurs down by 6. Pretty high scoring game so far. Chetty Osman's going to drive into the paint. Throws it over to Trey Jones. Jones going to take another 3. Hey, he made one! Made a 3, Trey Jones. Even a blind scroll finds a nut. Turnover by the Mavericks. Spurs on the run. Osman gets to Jones. Jones is going to drive in the paint, run right back out of the paint, kick it out to Devin Vassell. Vassell's going to drive in the paint now. He's going to throw it up off the glass, and good. And Spurs are down by 1.
That's awesome.
Aquaman 2 was horrible. I'm not surprised. Yeah. We are playing pretty good without Wemby. Yeah, don't forget Glazing Baking. The Mavs are missing a lot of players, too. Doncic spins around, flies in the paint. Now, that's what I'm talking about. I told you about him. He doesn't move fast, but he just moves in a way that somebody just flies in the paint and just throws the ball out of bounds. I don't know what the hell that was. But sometimes Doncic look like he's moving in slow motion, but he just gets to the rim. Good pass to Pop. Great. the pass we're looking for. Toronto pick is top 6 protected, though, so we don't want the Raptors to have a top 6 pick. 3-point game. Doncic right now, one-on-one with Devin Vassell, drives in the paint. Throws it out. Go around the world. Hardaway's going to pull up. And it's going to bounce off the rim, and it's no good. Spurs ball. Well, hello to your daughter. It's J Money.
Oh, Carlos, I'm not worried about it.
I don't like Aquaman movie. I saw the first one. He was like going to the bathroom and pooping. I like the first Aquaman. There's Mavs ball. Doncic out 3-point land. Guarded by Trey Jones. Huge size advantage for Luka. Starts to drive. It gets the contact. Throws it up. And 1. I actually like the first Aquaman. And I know this might not be popular to say, but I thought Amber Heard looked hot as Marin in the movie. Now, she's a nut job, so that kind of... Or maybe a nut job. I don't know the whole story with her, but there's bad juju around her, I guess is what we'll say. And it's too bad that, like that's kind of tarnished. Obviously tarnished her role in the movie. And I believe she had a bigger role in Aquaman 2, and they took out a ton of footage with her. Like a ton. I believe they reshot the movie 3 or 4 times. Like, that movie's gone through a lot of changes. That's never good. Doncic converts 3-point play, 67-61.
First, last, I'm quite bothered by the goatee also.
Oh, no. First, I don't like Jeremy's dyed goatee either. It looks weird. Doncic with 25 tonight. He might go for 50.
It looks better shorter, but it doesn't look awesome.
Calvin Johnson for 3. I don't know if they call flopping on Luka. He's going to launch a 3 right now. Boink, no good. Keldon with the rebound. Gets it up to Jeremy. Jeremy will bring it up for the Spurs. Minute and a half to go. Back to Keldon. Keldon's going to launch another 3. In and out burger. I could, J Money. Depends on how much those tickets cost, because it would be 2 of us going. So,
it was really expensive when you looked them up the other night.
Yeah, we're keeping an eye on ticket prices right now. That 3-pointer is way off by Lawson. The putback. Oh, that's going to be a foul on Collins. No? Wow. A lot of contact, no foul. He took the 3-pointer a point away from the Spurs, foot on the line, and the Mavericks just 69 the Spurs. Go Spurs, go indeed. Down by 5. Big screen by Zach Collins. Devin Vassell, turnaround jumper, no good. I think Devin's not having a very good game so far. I don't know. Lawson for not Lawson. That's Grant Williams for 3. Back to an 8-point game. So he's actually playing decent tonight, Michael. He's looking good. Trey Jones, awkward layup in the paint is good. The Spurs are trying to 2-for-1, and they will. Mavericks ball. I suppose they could try to 2-for-1 back, but they will not. Doncic drives. Pull up over Zach Collins. Off the glass. No good. Keldon Johnson with another board. Keldon seems like he's grabbing a lot of boards this game. For anybody just coming in, Keldon Johnson came off the bench tonight. And Wemby is out. Rolled his ankle in warm-ups. Apparently on one of the ball boys for the Spurs, of all people. Devin with the ball right now. So he's going to start to drive. Out to Collins for 3. Oh, that was ugly. That was ugly. Grant Williams runner at the buzzer. No good. And it's 72-66. Spurs down by 6. Mavericks up by 6, depending on which team you like. You can look at it either way. We'll go to halftime, though, and fun first half. No defense. I mean, Spurs are on pace to score 132. The Mavericks are on pace to score 144. So no defense in this game at all.
That's for sure.
Keldon, big body on the Mavs, please. Boombastic, are you looking for you want the Mavs again? Yeah, the refs got to adjust to Wemby. I would agree. Down by 6 ain't bad, but you know what's better than down by 6? Up by 6. Carlos, I'm not ready to give up on Jeremy Sohan yet. I'm really not. I know I've been critical of him this year, but I still think he has a high ceiling, and he's a former 9th overall pick. You can't miss on those picks. We already had the Josh Primo pick the year before. You can't have back-to-back years of lottery picks not panning out. It's just not the way to build your franchise. We're not the Detroit Pistons. All right, for the Mavericks, they got a small rotation tonight. Going with the 8-man rotation. I didn't realize Hardy's been in the game. He didn't score. That's why I haven't said his name at all. I thought Seth Curry would have played tonight, but apparently not. Anyway, for the Mavericks, Williams with 5, Hardaway with 14, Jones Jr. with 8. Doncic off to a huge start tonight. 25 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists. He's on pace for a triple-double, and as part of that triple-double, 50 freaking points. Yeah, he's pretty good, by the way. Exum with 2, off the bench, Powell with 8, Lawson with 10, and Hardy with the donut for our San Antonio Spurs. Zach Collins with 7, Champagny with 3. We started Champagny and played 6 minutes. Seriously? What the hell did he start for? Sohan having a really good first half. 15 points on 6 of 8 shooting, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, only 1 turnover. Having one of his better games of the year. Demisel with only 9. Well, no, he's not bad. Been at the line 3 times, okay. And Branham with 10 off the bench. Mamu for 3. McDermott with 0. Osman with 3. Jones with 5. Trey Jones having a rough start, though. 2 of 6 from the field. Keldon only 4 of 10 from the field. Keldon taking the most shots out of any of the Spurs. He does have 5 boards and 2 assists, and he has 11 points. Weird seeing him come off the bench. I mean, if you're going to play Champagny 6 minutes, why even start him?
What are we watching?
We're watching Umbrella bouncing on your face as a halftime show. Jared's in the chat.
Jared is in the chat.
A fellow Yankees fan.
Oh, what is he about to do? What is happening?
Looking like the Nets might actually win. Jared, good evening. Mikey, what's up? Lemmy rolled his ankle.
Oh, for the love of...
He's bouncing a hand truck on his face. All right. Victor's out, Joe Nindo. Rolled his ankle in warm-ups. Man, watching the Grizzlies versus Hawks, crazy game, by the way, but watching Ja and Trey, both those guys are insane point guards and know how to score, and some of the passing is exactly what the Spurs need. I would agree. Can you imagine Detroit and the San Antonio playing and the Spurs get the loss? No, I don't want to think about that. Vassell's disappointing. Low effort guy. Wow. Connor McLeod calling your boy low effort.
I'm sorry, I can't pay attention to anything but that guy balancing weird stuff on his head.
He is balancing weird stuff on his head. Is he going to balance a bicycle on his face?
I believe he is.
That seems like a bad idea.
And he balanced a grill on his face, so why not?
Yep.
I don't...
This guy has way too much free time.
I am very confused about everything right now.
I mean, this guy literally sits around the house and says, what can I balance on my face today? And then practice it for 8 hours. CN Tusasi will do. Joe, no, I hope not. Vassell just rushed into threes. He's 3 for 7 with 9 points, and that's a bad half from it. I mean, we could use a little more. Bounced a gorilla on his face. Did you say gorilla or grill?
Grill.
He's putting a Christmas tree on his face now.
He balanced a grill, like a Weber barbecue.
He's going to put a Christmas tree on. I am streaming. I just don't know if it's going to the... Everybody's left. Everybody's leaving.
Yeah.
Shoot. I lost connection to the internet. I've never had that happen before.
They say you're back. They say you're back.
Am I back?
Mama says welcome back.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, guys. I lost connection to the internet through my wireless router. I've never had that happen. My apologies.
Which is strange, because I didn't lose connection.
I just sat here and I saw OBS was showing like 0, and I saw the chat was disconnected. I'm like, wait a minute. Then I tried going to like a Google web page, and everything was gone. I was like, something's not right here. I just got kicked off the router for some reason. All right, I guess we're good. Everything's up and going. Sorry about that. FBI's watching me. Miss TSR pulled the plug. Yeah, she did.
Never.
She pulled the plug. She said, screw you, buddy.
That would bode very well for the relationship.
It did happen at halftime. That's true. I've never had that happen.
I killed the stream for show.
Holy screwed me up. I thought my scoreboard disappeared too, and I was like, why is my scoreboard disappeared? My scoreboard is through the internet, and I don't know. Rockets beat the Pelicans with 37-point performance from Schengen. Wow. That's for a moment. It wasn't you had having to refresh. It's
I know, Jared.
I disconnected from my router, and I don't know how, and I don't know why. Unfortunately, pretty much everybody left because they probably thought I wasn't coming back. So hopefully everybody will come back. That's at some point when the third quarter starts. I just lost internet. Never happened before on this computer. He is, Kyle. He is. William Joby, good evening. I did cook today, actually, Mikey. I was cooking. I made a vegetable stir fry, I guess we call it.
It was good.
It was all leftovers, too. Time to play GM right for Bob Myers. Don't know anything about Bob Myers, but a lot of folks are saying they're ready. Well, a lot of folks are ready to move on from Brian Wright. A lot of folks are ready to move on from Pop. A lot of folks are saying get rid of everybody except for Wemby and Devin. So I don't know about that. Primo is a good pick, just not a good guy.
I think that's fair.
Third should be starting soon, Boombastic. Butterfly, good evening to you. Hopefully you all are having a wonderful Saturday. My apologies for the stream momentarily crashing. There's one nice thing about YouTube, though. With the new YouTube Studio, if your streaming software crashes, you can reboot it and get back on live, where before you had to just end the stream and start a new stream. So that's been a nice thing to do with YouTube. I know, Butterfly, we're going to try to get to 100 likes soon. Maybe I'll play that. Make sure you like and subscribe if you're a Spurs fan. Little thumbs up action here.
Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go!
Maybe a little thumbs up for Coyote.
Yay, Coyote!
Boop, boop.
Coyote!
Boop. I mean, a Primo pick sucks because
the camera.
Because of what happened with him. I know, the funny part is a lot of people can fire Pop and Wright as Pop and Ars. I know. Don't forget Grogu. Merry Christmas.
Bear is currently snoring away.
Which is good.
Which is good.
Because normally he comes up for the kangaroo. That's a coyote. Usually her dog is wanting to get very close to me during the streams, and I think he's hopefully starting to learn that this white table that all my stuff is on means that I'm unapproachable. No, Mikey. Well, the Giants have like a 1% chance to make the playoffs. Like 800 things has to happen, plus they have to win out. So pretty much no. Is Primo 6'7" now? Wow. Thank you, Butterfly. The Pistons stink. Thumbs up for the height. Come on, Jared. Come on now. Well, I hope everybody's having a great weekend. I don't think I'll be doing a video tomorrow for the channel. It's Christmas Eve. I can't, unless there's some kind of Spurs news that breaks that's really important. I don't plan on doing a video. I don't plan on doing a video Monday, except for maybe a short on how the Giants play the Eagles. I've been doing, for Giants content, I've just been doing shorts right now to get my feet back in the water. So I'll do a Giants fan reaction to whether they win or lose. It's not looking good. Giants haven't won in Philly since 2013. So I don't have a lot of faith at all. I think John Wall's still around, but he's been having a lot of injury issues throughout his career. I would not want a John Wall type of player at this point. Giants trading Golden State Warriors for Draymond. What? Homer? Exactly. Free J just said it. John Wall is injury prone. Doc is a Magic Man. How can he take this Rockets young team 15-12? Somebody made a good point about a veteran point guard, Kyle. The Toronto Raptors were a winning team last year. The Houston Rockets were a losing team. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the biggest difference is Fred VanVleet went for the Raptors and over to the Rockets. I know there's some other moves made, but as far as a major move, I believe Fred VanVleet was the big change for the Rockets and the biggest change for the Raptors. Having a person to lead your offense, a point guard, makes a huge difference. And that's why I've been clamoring for an actual point guard to start for the Spurs. Trey Jones, I think, is going to be that guy at all this year. I don't think Pop believes in him. If he would have started him already at this point, you would think. It is what it is. You're just going to have to, whoever's the point guard by committee.
Saul 77 nailed it on the hat, babe.
It is a Kruger hat. You're the first one to call out Saul 77 props. I'm guessing you were born in 77, same year I was, which you know Freddie when you see it. Will Blake Wesley ever be ready for prime time? Love his quickness. Watch a potato. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you for the hat comment. I hope Blake Wesley becomes something special for the Spurs. He was a first-round pick last year. He's got incredible quickness, shown the ability to occasionally finish at the rim via dunks, but he also gets blocked relentlessly when trying to do a layup in the paint and plays a little too fast and turns the ball over. He's got a lot of work to do. I don't know if he's ever going to be the guy at point guard. We'll probably draft a point guard before he's ready to go. Timberwolves are scary, Carlos. Del Brooks has been good, but I would say the big change is Fred VanVleet. Del definitely helps Victor. He does. Could the playing rules play like this in the playoffs? Yes. I mean, they got their big three. I don't see why they couldn't. Just keeps it simple. That's fair. That's fair common sense. Are we back to the game? Oh, we just started. If anything deserves a statue for tanking, it's definitely getting Wemby. Spurs turnover, and Julian Champagne's going to start off the second half. Or no, not Julian Champagne. Wait, is my thing not updated? I probably need to refresh this ESPN thing since my... Yeah, Champagne's out there. Okay. I knew I had to do some refresh action since I had lost internet. 74-66, it is Spurs ball. Zach Collins into the paint. Throws his shoulder out, throws it up off the glass. Good. Thank you, Common Sense, for the thumbs up. Appreciate it. Man, it'd be nice to get a win tonight. Just go into the Christmas break with a win, and then the Giants beat the Eagles Monday. That'll just be the cherry on top of the ice cream. Now, foul on Jeremy Sohan, I think. Lance? Miss TSR is here.
I was just busy playing with the dog.
By the way, for those that don't know, the nickname for my penis is Dog.
Yeah. Oh wait, they can't see me. I'm rolling my eyes.
No, they can't see rolling your eyes.
I just realized they can't see how hard I'm rolling my eyes.
Why not Jack? He's out, rolled his ankle. Why July 26th? I'm kidding, by the way. I've already told her we will not do anything like that on live stream. I couldn't, any type of relation type stuff, not on live. Well, jump hook is good for Dante Exum. I've not said his name much tonight.
Or at all.
Or at all. Stoyan had a technical?
Oh!
There was a free throw that they missed? Brandon pull-up jumper, short. Mavs ball. Nice, William. That three is way off. I didn't see who shot that from the Mavs. Champagne with the ball. So that's why I saw someone creeping up on the shot from the bottom. Oh, Veronica. You did see someone... Sohan for three again. Nope. You did see somebody creeping up from the bottom. Just not who you thought. That three is good by Grant Williams. That's a double-digit lead, and Pop calling timeout. Pop's timeouts are getting more and more annoying. I think the Spurs are better than our record shows as well, Kyle, but
I agree.
It's been so frustrating as a content creator, as a fan. We're just a basketball fan.
The team.
It's been frustrating. She could be wearing a Grogu mask.
No, but I am wearing my Devin Vassell jersey.
She is wearing a Grogu mask. So let's get you right back where you should go.
Okay.
Anyway, baby Yoshi.
First of all, you know that Coyote is not allowed to watch when things happen.
That's true. She actually is very adamant about that. If we're being a couple, she takes Coyote and puts him somewhere else or turns him around or he's gone. It's just...
Coyote is not allowed to watch those things.
Nope. He is not. Wrong green guy, Jared. Boombastic, the Spurs are the worst third quarter team in the NBA.
Yes.
They really are. They are awful. That's a third quarter, Carlos. Coyote versus Baby Yoda. Who win? Baby Yoga? I don't know Baby Yoga, but I know Baby Yoda. I mean, Baby Yoda's got the size advantage. He's also got the force. They're both cute.
My little Coyote fighting.
Nah, he's not. I mean, he can bite his nose. Well, actually,
No,
really,
he would boop his nose.
he can't bite his nose.
He would just boop his nose.
His mouth is too big. He can't bite his nose. You know, he boop his nose. Boop.
They're friends.
They are friends.
They wouldn't fight. They're friends.
Oh, Kyle throwing you some props.
Aw, thanks. I'm glad your team won.
Who's the cutest? Baby Coyote, Baby Grogu, or Baby Yoshi? They're different kinds of cute, though. I mean, Grogu's just got the huge eyes and the huge ears and the cute face.
Coyote's so soft.
And Coyote's just like big old happy look on his face. He is soft. This is actually a very soft toy. Or I don't know, stuffed Coyote.
Oh, he's so soft.
And he's so, I mean, you can't see on the couch, but he's so good about sit. I mean, there you go. He sits perfectly. Coyote got those stoned eyes. Yep.
yeah, his eyes look a little cracked out for sure.
What do we attribute to their consistently horrid third quarter play? Inexperience, coach, both? Yes. All the above.
Adding conditioning.
They're young.
I understand that. That means they should have more stamina.
Why is their fourth quarter not as bad then? Why are they tired in the third and not the fourth?
I don't know. I wonder what Pop says to them at halftime because they always come out back.
Nah, common sense. I'm not using the youth thing anymore. Excuse for the Spurs. Are they really that youthful though? I mean, look at the lineup tonight. I mean, Sohan's a second-year player. Vassell's in his fourth year? Johnson's in his fifth year. Collins is in his sixth year? I mean, some of our guys have been around for a few years. I don't know.
Oh, Free J, that's an interesting. That other teams adjust in the third,
And we don't.
and we don't.
We don't.
Yeah, that's a really interesting observation.
TSR, what's the most disgusting loss you've streamed in your YouTube career? We're having a replay, or maybe a challenge. So I've streamed other sports, Kyle. I've done the U.S. Women's National Team, Yankees, the New York Giants, obviously the San Antonio Spurs. Out of the teams I follow, worst loss I've streamed.
Some of those 40-point losses have been tough to watch, babe.
The 40-point losses have been bad. I think the most angry I've been during a loss may have been when I first started streaming the San Antonio Spurs, where DeMar DeRozan got thrown out of a playoff game for throwing the ball at a ref. That might be up there, because that just peed me off to no end. Like, seriously? It's a playoff game? You get thrown out for that? Did not like that. That was a disgusting loss. I haven't streamed the Giants a lot on this channel. I'm trying to think if there was a game maybe where they lost at the very end that I was streaming. Nothing comes to mind. I'll tell you, you know what? What's the most disgusting loss I've streamed in my YouTube career? I know the answer to that. When I was live for the NFL draft and the New York Giants drafted Daniel Jones. That was the biggest loss because he has not been great. and now he tore his ACL and he's out for a year, and he just got a large, $40 million contract. So that was a huge L for the New York Giants. Didn't like the pick then. I've tried to root for him because he's a Giant, and I wish him the best. But it looks like with the injury now, and he's just been a turnover machine his whole career, it's going to be a bust. So that, I would say that is probably Kyle.
How about, do you have a favorite game that you've streamed?
All right, so my favorite,
game break?
yes, my favorite non-Spurs win. Hate to say it, the Spurs fans, it was Kawhi Leonard when he played for the Raptors, when he hit that game winner against the Sixers, which I showed you recently, the one that bounced off the rim 4 times. That was probably my favorite non-Spurs win. My favorite Spurs win might be the double overtime win against the Houston Rockets a few years ago, where former Spur Lonnie Walker went off in the fourth quarter, and that was an incredible game to watch. That's definitely one that comes to mind immediately. Bobby February, good evening. No Wemby tonight. Sohan's been playing pretty well. Kellen's coming off the bench, not starting tonight.
Well, Bobby February, that's very sweet.
Whoops, I just moved. How did that happen? What is going on here?
Yeah, William Juby, I've watched a bunch of the videos from before we were dating, and that number 1 pick, his reaction to that was pretty awesome.
Which number 1 pick? Oh, the Wemby? Getting Wemby?
Yeah, that was a pretty fantastic video.
The lottery result where I'd start screaming like a nut.
Yeah, I've watched that one a couple of times.
By the way, the Mavs are on an 8-0 run right now. We're down by 14. Classic third quarter Spurs. So he's going to throw the ball into Zach Collins' hands, and the ball's going to go through him and out of bounds. Turnover. What's up, Joshua? I rolled his ankle in warm-ups. Late scratch. Unfortunately, I was really hoping to see him tonight, especially seeing how the team responds to some of the negative news and press they've been getting lately. Doncic for 3, and just like that, 17-point game. Jorge, what'd you miss? The Spurs being down?
Oh, common sense. That's interesting. That people don't look at that third quarter for what it is, that the third is a test of coaching, that both teams go in with a game plan before the game. The first and the second test out that game plan, and halftime is for coaching adjustments.
That's fair.
That's
common sense.
Fair. That's a really good... We've got some people with some great observations tonight.
That's right, Joe. That's a good point. You play your first half, you make adjustments in the third quarter, and we are the worst at making adjustments.
Yeah, I think, other teams are figuring it out, and we're not.
Derek Jones Jr. for 3. Kyle, I did a video on it yesterday, if you'd like my take on it. You missed Miss TSR creeping up from the under.
Veronica, people are going to think you're serious.
This might be TMI, but she actually suggested that could happen because there's room under the table, and I said no.
Yeah, he shot me down hard on that one.
It's going to be very obvious when I keep looking down with a smile on my face that I'm not. Why is TSR so happy? The Spurs are down by 43.
Yeah, he shot that one down hard, Veronica.
He's got such a big smile on his face. I don't get it. That long three by Hardaway is no good. Spurs ball down by 18. Vassell for 3. Get in there. Nope. All talk, no action. Joe, Merry Christmas to you. Mavs ball. Happy holidays. Jesus saves, good evening. Also a Slayer song for anybody that didn't know, off their classic Rain and Blood from 1986, one of the greatest thrash metal albums of all time, a huge influence on me musically back in the day. Well, I don't agree with a lot of the lyrical content. For that...
Oh, they just showed him tripping over the guy. In the warm-up.
I missed it. I looked away for a second.
Oh,
he does not look happy. Probably knew, like, well, I'm missing this game.
Oh, Carlos, thank you.
Had some drives in the paint, gets the layup good. Wow, Carlos. Thumbs up, stuck at 94. Sohan's pull-up jumper is good, though. Problem is the third quarter, when this happens every third quarter. Doncic for 3. Boink, no good. Collins will tap it out to Branham, and it's Spurs ball. I'm mad that we suck as much as we do, Kyle. So many turnover.
Nasty.
4-23 on our way to possibly 4-24. I'm not happy about that. We're on pace to win less than 15 games. Less than 15, which would be the worst Spurs team of all time. And we're down by 20 right now. Slam with the ball, drives the paint, gives it to Branham. Branham layup good.
All right. I ain't mad at it.
That's how plays for the San Antonio Spurs. Yeah, Daniel, there's a lot of problems with our team. Exum for 3 now. Timeout pop. Classic third quarter.
The meltdown is real.
William asks, this is Ask Weekly, but how are we really worse than last year? Dude, I don't know.
We spend a lot of time talking about that.
I am perplexed that we are not only worse than last year, we're significantly worse. Kyle, we did. You guys added some vets, though. You added Dylan Brooks and Fred VanVleet. We added no veterans, and I think that's the biggest difference in your team. You have a nice balance of young talent and veterans. We have young guys. Our vets are Chetty Osman and Doug McDermott.
That is phallic.
That
is really
they're
phallic.
good players, but we don't have a point guard to run the team. There's a lot of issues with the team that need to be fixed. I don't think Trey Jones is going to ever get to start, Jorge. I really don't. Connor, right now they have Kellen coming off the bench. Well, actually, there's a different one more player in there you're forgetting, Bobby. Jay Rich, KBD. We don't have Jakob Poeltl either anymore. We unloaded the rest of our vets last year. We're pretty much out of vets. Spurs should be thankful Detroit is so disgraceful. Otherwise, the spotlight shame would be entirely on them. Ouch. I still punch here every day knowing we had Derek White. Kyle, I mean, I thought with Wemby we'd be better. I mean, the kid is a beast defensively, and he certainly had a lot of good moments offensively.
It's the team dynamics that are off, though, and that's on Pop.
Kellen's going to take an open 3.
Nice shot.
All right. Christoph, I did too. Cindy Sissoko? You mean City. You might have got spell check auto-corrected there. Not just going to drive into the paint. Up off the glass. No good. By the way, Sissoko's in the game. Holy crap, we got a City Sissoko fighting. That's why he said his name. Holy moly. Jones runner in the paint's good. And a tentacle on Zach Collins? What? Is he complaining to the refs? Connor, it's supposed to be, but not quite there yet. Not just going to take the technical free throw on Zach Collins. That's 2 tentacles on us tonight now. Free throw is no good. Jacques Lindale. Not really a vet, but age-wise, he's a vet. NBA-wise, he's not. It's like numbers don't lie. Trey Jones is better on the floor. Yes, he is. The team is better, but Trey has been struggling lately. I've not seen the new HEB commercials, by the way. I need to get on that. Could sure use TP9 in his prime. Yes, and Manu, and Timmy, and David. Oh, wait. Let's just bring back the 2003 Spurs and make them all 25 years old. Ball's going to get knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Mavericks. The Pistons are officially at 26 losses in a row.
That hurts.
The record's 28. They're going to break it.
They're going to break it.
They are so going to break it. They are just a disaster. They might not win 10 games this year. I think, what's the record for most least amount of wins in a season, guys? Is it 9? Pull-up 3 is no good, but the follow-up Exum dunk is. No boxing out by our Spurs. Keldon with a Tries to get it to Jones. Jones can't hold on to it. Turnover. We got a fast break. And now Kellen's going to go in. That's a foul. That should be a clear path.
That was practically a tackle.
That might be clear path. I know some Spurs fans are saying Cade Cunningham, get him at it, get Detroit might start cleaning house. I don't think they're going to do that. If they do, let's get Cade and Jalen Duren for Dougie and Osmond. Nope, not a clear pass. All right. Dante Exum at the line for 2. First free throw is good. Is Cade Cunningham saying he wants out?
He's a winner. He doesn't want to come to us.
Monty Williams is their coach. Ouch. 72-73 Sixers, 9 wins.
Ugh.
Detroit is on pace to have less than that. If
That's hard.
They're on pace to have 6 wins. Can you imagine if they went 6-76 or something along those lines?
No, I don't even want to think about that.
Keldon pull-up jumper is good. Yeah, but I don't think he wants to come here. I mean, we suck too. I'm sorry. We only have 4 wins. Now, the chance to play with Wemby might be a reason to come here. Doncic pull-up jumper is good. Is that a 3-pointer? Oh, for crying out loud. And watch Detroit not get the first pick again right. They're going to win like 7 or 8 games. Collins for 3, no good. And they'll get like the 4th or 5th pick. 102-81, and the Spurs getting their doors blown off in the 3rd quarter. Doncic moving slow as molasses, turns the ball over. City Sissoko will bring it up for the Spurs. Gets it out to himself for 3, no good. Ron Duffney, good evening to you. Victor, Detroit was the worst team in the NBA last year, weren't they? And they got the 5th overall pick. Doncic pull-up jumper is no good. Going to get fouled and go to the line for 2. Wasn't Detroit the worst team last year and they got the 5th overall pick? They got the worst pick that they could based on the lottery. And then the Rockets also dropped. I think the Rockets were the 2nd worst overall and they got the 4th pick. I think that's how that kind of played out. Greg and John, good evening to you. By the way, my friends, certainly could use a thumbs up tonight as it's a small crowd because our Spurs, it's a holiday weekend, it's a Saturday night, but the Spurs are playing Spurs basketball, getting annihilated in the 3rd quarter, which we just do on a regular basis. So if you could hit a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't done so already, would appreciate you.
Go Spurs, go! Go Spurs, go!
Spurs use a late pick on Bronny James and they get Bron to play point guard. I mean, you guys tell me that Bron has said he wants to play for Pop before he retires, right? Is he not under contract with the Lakers for 2 more years? Does he have I can demand a trade clause?
William Juby Phoenix trying to figure out how they lost twice to us. For sure.
We're still trying to figure out how we beat them twice. Keldon pull up 3 straight up. Ooh, that was way short. Collins gets a loose ball going out of bounds, but then turns the ball over. Hardaway's going to launch a 3. Oh, God. It's 106-81. We're down by 25. Cade was holding back here. Really? Wait, Pistons fans were chanting "sell the team"? Wow. Chanting "sell the team"? I don't know if I've ever heard of fans doing that. Sell the team. If Hart can demand 25 trades, Bron can get 1. That's fair. That's who shot that 3 for the Spurs. It didn't go in either way. Lawson misses the bucket, and it's going to be Spurs ball. City Sissoko will bring it up for San Antonio. Over to Keldon. Keldon launches a 3. No good. And it's Zach Collins. I think he's going to get hit with a foul. I hope you feel better soon, though, Carlos. Sell the team. I'm just hearing about this.
Yeah, that I can't even imagine being a player on that team and hearing that.
Sell the team, yeah.
Awful.
That's right. Monty should have gotten on the mic and told the Pistons fans we're better than that. Jay, a lot of fans think that we're going to go to Austin. I hope that never happens. There's definitely some fans think we're tanking to get moved to Austin. 2 free throws for the Mavericks, by the way. Yeah, we're down by 26. 26. 26, guys. By the way, it's Jaden Hardy at the line for 2. Second free throw. Good. How many points do you think we're going to give up tonight? We might give up 150. Jeremy Sohan with the ball right now. Starts to drive into the post, in the paint. Turnaround little jump hook is good. Sohan's been playing fine tonight. They did, William. I'd say they spent millions on a new facility, which tells me they're not going anywhere. I don't know if I would still be a fan if they turned into the Austin Spurs. I would not be happy. That pull-up 3 is no good by Jaden Hardy. Doncic with the rebound and put back. Good. 110-83. 110 already.
I've been salty about teams moving.
That's fair, Jay. He says Spurs didn't spend spit. The city did. Okay, good point. Apples and bananas. It's looking that way. Trey Jones in the paint. Layup good. Sounds good, Daniel. How would you lose if Spurs lose? What do we lose? What do you mean when I get mad? I would be very upset if the Spurs lost to Detroit. That could be a rage stream or a rage video the next day. Doncic for 30. 113 points already for the Mavericks. They've already put up a whole game's amount of points.
That was the first time we saw Doncic smile.
JW is Pop smiley? I don't want to be smiling this game.
If he is, he needs to wipe that right off his face.
Yes, OC. Taxpayers paid for it. So he's going to get fouled and go to the line for 2. G. Suda, I don't know what we need. And yes, Connor, he does love playing against us. He's got 99, 89 career points. So Doncic 11 away from 10,000. Will he get it during tonight's game? Victor, I hope we don't lose to Detroit when they play him. So he misses the first free throw. If we
Hold on, I'm looking to see when we play them.
play him twice, I just don't know when. I don't think we play him this year. No, we don't play him this year. I mean, there's not much of the year left.
January 10th.
January 10th, we play the Pistons. Sohan makes a second free throw. What happened? We have no defense. Keith, we have a lot of weaknesses, and defense is one of them. Sohan, what a nice game tonight. 20 points, 6 boards, 4 assists. And kickball by the Spurs. Kate Cunningham said in postgame, we aren't 2-26 bad. Nobody's 2-26 bad. And the Spurs aren't much better. We have twice as many wins, so I guess we are much better. Now another foul on the inbound pass. Foul on Dwight Powell. Trey to Pop. No, he didn't, Connor.
Aww, you're snuggling with Kylie.
Yeah, got to. Malachi Branham started. William. 2 free throws for Dwight Powell. First one's good. Kelly came off the bench, and Julian Champagny started in his place and didn't really move the needle. I don't know why Luka's still out there, Jay. I think he's 1 assist away from a triple-double. Rich, I could see Cade at Spurs. You want to know why it's not Detroit? Literally any team. Detroit's been a disaster for a decade. Lakers losing streaks ended. LeBron dropped 40. There's people that criticize LeBron. He is still balling at his age very well. So he's not the guy he was 5 years ago. Sohan had a 3, pulled it down. Drives in the paint. The ball's going to get deflected by Powell, go out of bounds. It'll be Spurs ball. They'll have 5 seconds on the shot clock. Wemmy and Cade would be fantastic. I literally went to use the bathroom, came back, and it's the same game, John Doe. We're getting crushed. The old third quarter got us. Sohan pull-up jumper. Air ball. Latino Lantern, I don't think we're tanking. We're not good. I can't. Or maybe we are. You can develop your players without tanking. But these games where you're down by like 29, 30, or 40, it's awful. And a huge alley-oop dunk to Dwight Powell from Luka. They have 117. 31-point lead for the Mavericks. William, we got the assets to trade for him. Spurs going to hold for the last shot of the third quarter. Trey Jones out in three-point land, starts to take off, gets over to Dan Vassell back to Sohan. He's going to fake a three and then drive in the paint. Throws up the jumper, and that's no good. Wow. Well, we were in this game, and the third quarter happened. Our tanking skills have fallen off since last year. Triple double for Luka. Yeah. Oh boy. Well, I appreciate you guys hanging out tonight in a blowout. These games are tough to watch or tough to call. I actually want to pull up the third quarter for the game and see just how bad the third quarter was. We got outscored 45-20 in the third quarter.
Oh my goodness.
45-20. That's a minus 25.
Terrible.
That is horrible. 45-20. How? How are you this bad in the third quarter? Every game. That's just not tonight.
It really, there's something going on there.
I don't get it. Thank you, Bobby Ferry. Miss TSR Pistons fans got a great Christmas gift. What did they get? 45-20.
That's bad.
Exactly. Apples and bananas. How can this type of losing be beneficial to our young guys? It's not.
No.
Jeremiah's just gonna skip time and jump to 2026 where we're good again. It's beyond tanking. This is just bad. Like what is happening at halftime where other teams are making adjustments and whatever we're doing is not working and we're getting just annihilated in the third quarter almost every game.
It's got to be Pop. At that point, you can't blame anything else. It's got to be Pop.
Kenneth, I've wondered that. I haven't done a video on that about him losing the locker room, but I wonder sometimes too. I do. Taking off the Chuck Norris. The other hat's a little more comfortable. I was, but I'm not enjoying the Spurs game right now.
No, I know. I'm sorry.
You know, there's a very weird parallel between Bill Belichick and Greg Popovich, where they both were championship coaches, Hall of Fame coaches, but they both had the guy. Belichick had Tom Brady, and Pop had Tim Duncan. Without either of their respective guys, they ain't done much. Latino Lantern with $2 super chat says TSR Sports makes Spurs watching bearable this year. Do I make it bearable? More bearable, I'm guessing. No pun intended. Bear, who's been sleeping all night. Good boy. Trade the Coyote. No.
No, the Coyote is the best part.
Don't trade Coyote. Oh, don't. It's okay, buddy. Couple missed shots for the Mavericks and Spurs. Can we at least make this final score look respectable and not give up 150 points tonight?
You know, sometimes they do a good job of fighting back in the fourth.
They do.
Let's see if they can pull that off tonight.
Brandon for 3, no good. But we're down 31. Just throwing that out there. Excellent pull-up jumper, good. There you go, Kyle. Sing it. Sing something. I saw that Lunamanix Ron went off tonight. Zach Collins is open for 3. He'll take the 3. He'll make the 3. Pat says we're going to lose 150 to 100. I hope they don't get to 150. Hardaway for 3. That's good. Well, they have 122. 140 is definitely possible. Elias, I've been wondering that about Pop. A lot of Spurs fans don't like it when you criticize Pop. I've been gotten some backlash where occasionally I don't criticize him a lot in the channel. It's not even criticizing. I think they're legit questions to ask. Like, I know we have a young team, but every game, the third quarter just were a nightmare.
It's too consistent for it to be anything else.
There's too consistent. There's I don't know.
July 26th, don't you be stealing my Hurley.
Jay Pierce, 20-62 is our worst season. We're on pace to be worse this year. Much worse. We're on pace for 12 wins. Random corner 3, no good. Think about that. We're on pace to go 12-70.
That's insane.
And the thing
That's
is,
just crazy to me.
we wouldn't be the worst team in the league. Detroit's on pace for even worse than that. They're on pace for 6 wins. They're on pace to go 6-76. There's bad teams, and they're just bottom of the barrel. And right now, the Spurs and Pistons are awful this year. Lawson for 3. Oh, not I'm sorry. Grant Williams for 3. Pardon. Down by 36. Appreciate those of you still hanging out when this is garbage time. Might just bench all the stars at this point. Vassell for 3. No good. I mean, seriously. Look, I'm optimistic you're not coming back 36 down with 10 minutes to go. Hardaway for 3. I don't know why the Mavericks... Oh, God. That's a loss and put back and dunk.
Yeah, it is.
Not critical, simply analytical. I like that. I didn't see what happened. I think we missed a shot or turned the ball over. It's Mavericks ball. And they're just having fun playing shooting practice right now. 130 now. Tim Hardaway Jr. for 3. Oh, my Lord. We're down by 41.
Yeah, this is tough, babe. This is tough.
Sohan for 3. Jeremy Sohan's playing well tonight. I saw LeBron had a good game, Carlos. And there's a whistle. Nunez, I am definitely not reading that comment. Sorry. Kyle, I like the sarcasm. Vassell, first game of the year, talking about being a leader. He has no heart. He just makes a move and chucks a shot. Wait, did he say he was going to be the leader of the team? Hugo? And you look at the score.
Well, if he did, then he needs to think about what being a leader means.
We should buy the Pistons and send their few good players to the Spurs. Malachi Brown misses a layup in the paint. I'll take Cade Cunningham. Jalen Duren. Pull up 3 down the other end is no good by Pink Sneakers guy. I said it. Spurs balls. Maybe we can make a comeback here. Jeremy Sohan in the paint. Passes it out. Vassell for 3. Oh my God, that was way off.
Close.
Vassell not having a good night with you wearing his jersey. You know, both times you've worn his jersey, he hasn't exactly played well.
You know, maybe I just don't wear it for the next game then.
I think the problem is you're wearing too much.
Well, last time all I wore was the jersey and he still didn't play well.
You had things on underneath the jersey. I'm saying you should just be wearing the jersey.
It's awfully cold.
It is cold. It's winter. Jaden Hardy for 3.
Wow.
Yeah, Keith, I was being sarcastic with the comeback. This game is clearly over. Insert random player name here, Anthony, in that sentence. A lot of guys aren't passing to Wemby when they could be. You could be worse. You could actually live in San Antonio like me. Bruce, I'm sorry. Sohan's 3 tonight is on Kalo. I'm not ignoring it at all. He's shooting very well. Yep, 38-point game. Actually, 41-point game. That's 41 now. 41. The Mavericks have a shot at putting up 150 on us. 150. Pink Sneaker Guy is added to the TSR lexicon, which also features headband guy, big hair guy, and name I can't pronounce guy. That is actually one I've used live. Name I can't pronounce guy. Funny thing is, prices went up for the next few games. They should be going in the other direction. JD, good evening to you. You think you're going to put up 160 on us? Tomorrow is Christmas Eve. My next stream,
Wait.
Carlos, Tuesday, I believe. I was listening to TSR call the game. I turned it off. You don't need to watch. Kyle, I do, but not like it used to be. It's fading on me. What was I? Oh, next streams.
Stream is Tuesday.
So next week we got the Utah Jazz on December 26th. That's an 8 o'clock game. Then we'll be live. Back-to-back games against Portland, that is a winnable game. 10 o'clock Thursday and Friday. So I don't mind the Friday stream being late, but that Thursday night game is going to be rough. We have the Celtics the following Sunday on New Year's Eve, and then January 2nd we have the Grizzlies. January 4th we play the Bucks again. Just checking to see how many back-to-backs they have coming up. Not a ton. I mean, the Jazz are beat. And the Jazz have been, a lot of their starters have been hurt. By the way, we're getting outscored 16-6 so far in the fourth quarter. Yeah, actually, you know what? The Mavericks are on pace to score 116. One of you was right. There is a chance they could put up 160 tonight.
That would be awful.
Breaking news: watching the Spurs can cause severe health issues and stress increase.
It definitely does increase one's blood pressure.
Yeah. What is the solution? I don't know.
I don't think the solution is one thing. I think there's so many things broken at this point.
A lot.
That you have to change multiple things, and I think it has to happen in phases.
Super. I'm not. I hear you turning off. But Keith, I actually said we'd win 38 games this year. I was going to go 38-44. They're not going to get 38 wins, barring a massive turnaround. Boobastic, have a good night. Merry Christmas to you. Latino Lantern, I don't know if I'm going to come to Texas this year. I'd have to check the prices of the tickets for the last two games, and if they're like way down, maybe I'll consider getting a flight out there. Mamu fakes the 3, but right now I don't want to pay $1,000. Between hotel and flight, I want to pay at least like $1,500 to watch a team get smoked twice. That's not my idea of a good time. What's the biggest loss by the Spurs all time? Is it like 48? That's a miss for, and I'm not going to know a lot of these Detroit Pistons that are out there anymore. They're starting to go a little deep on their bench.
I mean, they could play the fans and still win.
Ouch. Might be right. We have a foul. We are the only team we is better than right now is the Pistons. It is Spurs ball. Mamu in the paint. Turns the ball over. Intercepted by Jaden Hardy. Actually, I know Jaden Hardy. Don't know some of these other guys. Lawson's been playing the whole game. That jumper in the paint's no good by Pink Shoe Guy. Spurs ball. Mamu drop. Blake Wesley sighting. He drives the paint, throws up the layup, and makes it. Blake has been getting blocked left and right in the paint on layups. Nice to see him actually convert one. Spurs wants to save your money. Yeah. Can't wait to see Pop Gilligan with Jason Kidd once the game is over, right? That's a miss from the turnover from the Mavericks. Spurs ball. Spurs making a comeback. Opinion Sports Show. They may be asking out. We don't know. Devontae Graham sighting. He misses a three-pointer. We're deep on the bench tonight. It is math ball.
Working. Oh!
Dennis misses a 3. Spurs ball. Wesley's going to fly into the paint. Toss it out. City says, oh, go for 3. No good. Nice to finally see him pull the trigger. He's been kind of passive in the little bit we've seen him when it comes to shooting. If you have the ball and you're open, shoot the J. Well, the Mavs can't seem to hit a shot now, so maybe they'll keep them under 150. Julian Champagny in the paint. Throws it up off the glass. Good. Spurs' worst loss is 47. Thank you, Kyle. Aragatsamaetsa. Sorry if I said that wrong. Thank you for stopping in. I don't think Keldon's going anywhere, but
no.
You never know. Foul on the Spurs. And I'm sorry, I don't know a lot of these Mavericks players that are out there now. So we're kind of winging it with them. We have kind of 3 point guards out there right now. Graham, Wesley, and Sissoko. Spurs can build a whole country with their brick. Yeah. You ain't lying, bud. You ain't lying. The only one that might get out of Shawshank might be Dougie. Ouch! You're calling the Spurs Shawshank? I don't want to see Keldon leave, but if he does, he does. I have no control over that. That's a missed layup by Devontae Graham in the paint. Mavericks ball up by 38. And now a turnover. Spurs are going to have numbers. It's a alley-oop to Julian Champagnie. And he gets the reverse layup. Oh, they're definitely scoring at least 140 units.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the guys that got out there can't seem to buy a shot for the Mavericks.
Good.
Now turnover, and Blake Wesley's going to take it in and throw down.
Nice.
Thunder dunk of justice.
Spurs making a comeback. They're only down 34.
First Thunder dunk of justice tonight?
No, that was like the third one. It just there's so few and far between without Wemby out there. Sohan had one. I think Collins had one. And a turnover for the Mavericks. The Spurs are back in this game. Mamba on the fast break. He throws down a Thunder dunk of justice.
Thunder dunk of justice.
So right now what we're seeing is our bench is better than your bench.
Yeah, we're coming back, baby. We're only down 32 with 4.5 minutes to go. Am I jealous of other teams? No, Kyle. I mean, the Spurs have 5 championships. There's teams that have never won one. So, I mean, no. The Spurs, I believe, do have a good future in front of them with 1 million draft picks, a young team with Wemby. This year is not going in any way like I thought it would with all these losses and bad losses. Currently, I mean, it is what it is. This is my first time going through a rebuild as a Spurs fan. Oop, I totally missed my eye.
Oh, Beantown.
Beantown breakdown. My man Bobby's in the chat. $5 super chat says, Merry Christmas, TSR and Lady TSR. All the best to you and your families. Much love from Boston. Thank you, my man.
Thank you, Bobby.
Appreciate that. Hope you're doing it. Hope you have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. And I know you had some health things going on earlier in life. I haven't heard you say anything about them on the channel recently, so hopefully that is completely cleared up, gone, and you're good to go and never have to deal with that again. Here we go, William Juby says, Spurs to fans, we have the best third unit in the league. You're damn right we do. Yeah. Best third unit in the league. That's right. Watch out. When we're down 35 points or more and that third unit comes in the fourth quarter, we're going to cut that lead down to 30 before the game's over. Blake's looking okay, Isaac. Blake's looking pretty decent. I've been critical of him because of, well, of his game. That being said, I would love for that kid to just turn it around and just become our starting point guard. What the hell? I mean, he's got good length. He showed us he can finish at the rim. I don't know if he has I don't really think he has a 3-point game at this moment, but I mean, we're definitely need a point guard, and it's not Devontae Graham. It's clearly not Trey Jones the way he's on a minutes restriction every night and not starting. I'd love to see Blake become something. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Come on, Pop. Call timeout to slow down all this positive progress the team is having. Fair. Rich, honestly, if you're the Spurs owner, when do you step in and put a stop to the BS?
Yes.
10 games ago? At least. Still battling. Oh, wow, you're still battling? All right, man. Keep battling. Prayers out to you, man. Miss TSR, I'll tell you after the stream what's up.
Wait, did you read that second part
Oh, no, I didn't.
That's awesome.
Congratulations. Engagement. All righty. Congratulations. I didn't know that was going on.
Oh, that's awesome, Bobby.
Just off for a while. Yes, Jorling, that's what happens as a Spurs fan in the third quarter. Kyle,
sometimes you gotta roast your team.
Yeah, but I would never say sell the team.
No, that's
Champagne at the for two.
way outside the
No, J-Mo, it's not. And Bronny James, the health worries me more than anything. Wembin OMG. Devin Vassell has a minus 38 tonight? Are you serious? And we were down by 30. That's a turnover. Blake Leslie with the steal. He's going to take off, drives in the paint. Throws up the layup, no good. He isn't going to get fouled and go to the line for 2. I would love to see Wemby go for 50.
Oh, Bobby, that's so exciting.
Excited and wow. How long you guys been together, Bobby? I don't know how long. I can't remember how long you guys been together. I know it's longer than me and TSR. I know that. I just don't know how much longer. Blake's first free throw is good. Rumor has it the draft is going to be 2 nights of Bronny gets his moment with LeBron. I hope not. Strandflow, thank you for stopping in. Anybody hanging out tonight on this blowout? Appreciate you being here. That free throw was no good. My apologies.
Almost a year, Bobby.
Is it almost a year? I think that's a good time frame, right around a year. I mean, you know what you want in life at this point.
Bobby, when's your 1-year anniversary?
Mom on the paint misses the layup. Going on line for 2. We got some good news tonight here on the stream. Carlos, look, I've been single more than not single in my life. I luckily found somebody that actually puts up with me.
Aw.
Mama's first free throw, no good.
You're pretty easy to take, babe.
You too, J-Mo. Well, we got the lead down to 29, but we can get it down to like 20.
That would be great. To cut it in half would be...
Yes. This Mavericks lineup they have out there cannot score at all. They've been sitting at, they've got like 2 points in the last 4 minutes? They just missed an alley-oop dunk. Blue shoe guy missed the dunk. Sissoko can drive the paint. Throws up the layup, no good. Mama with the follow-up. And we're going to have a timeout. Spurs cut the lead to 26. Let's go, guys. Well, Merry Christmas to you and your wife, Elias. All right. J-Mo, yeah, the game. I'm a Spurs fan. You know, I originally wasn't sure I was going to call the game, and I talked to Miss TSR. I was like, are we going to watch the game Saturday night? She's like, yeah, we'll watch the game. And I was like, well, if we're going to watch the game, we might as well just go live. Next bone marrow biopsy is coming up, Rich. Doctors think this could be the one. I hope so, man. I hope so. And those hurt, don't they? So I hope you don't have to do that anymore. Just so you can just get on with life and just enjoy life to the fullest. So Pop should start this 5 next game. Flash Brothers are back. Do Bucks win it all? They're definitely a favorite to be in the Eastern Conference Final. That combination of Giannis and Dame, which I think, was that the first time you saw Damian Lillard play? Well, oh, no, you weren't here for the Milwaukee game.
No, I wasn't here.
You weren't here. Never mind. Does Doncic have 39? Well, at least he didn't go for 50. He did get a triple-double, though. I don't even know why I have my roster up anymore for the Mavericks. They're not... Lawson's the only guy I know at number 9. No, Pal's out there, number 7. All right, no, and actually 3 of the guys.
Bobby, the 7th one? Oi. I really hope it's your last one.
Ooh. Yay. Wow. Fastest to 10,000 points. They're showing Doncic is, looks like he's going to be around number 7, tied for 7. Chamberlain did it in 236 games. Jordan did it in 303. Jordan's the greatest, has the highest scoring average in history in the NBA, but Wilt in those first seasons. La YT with the $5 super chat says, happy holidays, Spurs fans. Thank you, TSR. Thank you for supporting the channel. And, a tough game tonight. Win, lose, or tie. Go Spurs, go until I die. I'm glad we called the game. Sohan had a pretty solid game. I think Kellner was good at times. A lot of the rest of the guys. Mama with a bucket. Mama looking good here in the 4th quarter, garbage time. King J, what's the problem, my friend? What do you see? It is Mavs ball, up by 26, 3 minutes to go. Pull-up J is no good by Exum. Blake Wesley with Bart now sprints up the court. Drops it off to Champagny. Champagny for 3.
This lineup just looks faster.
You know what's also helping this lineup? They have a point guard! 2 of them!
I saw that coming.
Wow! Did you see what Bobby just said? I would go, dude. If you're...
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'll drive out to Boston or Cambridge.
Or wherever.
I assume it'd be... I think Cambridge is where he's at. Yeah, definitely, dude. I've known Bobby since 2019, and he's only one of 2 YouTubers I've exchanged my personal cell phone number with. The other one's OGR Sports, who lives in Connecticut. That's a Giants fan. That's it. Graham for 3. No good. I say that Pop needs to retire. Opinion Sports Show, a lot of people are saying that. A lot of Spurs fans are finally, I don't want to say turning on Pop, but now looking at maybe he's part of the problem now instead of just giving him a free pass.
Looking at it more critically.
More critically, yeah. Instead of just saying, well, that's Pop, he gets a free pass, he can coach for as long as he wants. I think more Spurs fans are saying, yes, the players are part of the problem, or the players are selfish, jealous, tunnel vision, that bad court vision, whatever the reason is that they're having so many issues with getting the ball to Wemby at times when he's open. They're now starting to look at Pop too, saying, you know what? Maybe he's not part of the solution. He's part of the problem. I like City, but he's a long way from being ready for prime time, if you will. Mamu at the line. He got fouled. He's going to take 2 shots. Spurs are in the bonus. And the Spurs, yes, this score is ugly being down by 25, but at least they're not down by 40. All right, Carlos, fair enough.
We have been talking about coming down to Puerto Rico.
We have been talking about going to Puerto Rico. Bomani Jones said Pop needs to retire. Did he? I like Greg Popovich. I love what he's done for the franchise. I just don't see that same fire from him. That's probably the biggest thing. I don't see that energy, and it's because he's old. You know, it's like Rocky and Rocky 3. You know, he lost that edge. He lost that eye of the tiger, and eventually doing the same thing for so long. I mean, I got burned down on YouTube at 2 different points in my YouTube career because I haven't been doing YouTube since 2019. That's when this channel started, but I've been on YouTube since 2005 or 2006. And sometimes you just need time off. So I took some time off last year. 2 years before that, I took some time off. It just happens. And that's a 3-pointer for AJ Lawson, who's having a good game against us tonight. Mavs have cracked 140.
Kyle says the Pistons broke the NBA record for most losses in a single season with 27.
Mom was going to get fouled. Yeah, the consecutive loss by the Sixers is not in one season. It's from one season to the next. Pop can come to my Bucks. Becky Hammond, where are you? She's in Las Vegas. Yeah, see, City still has that fouling issue. Pop didn't even sit down during the post-conference. Oh, my clock is running. I'm way ahead. I did not realize it was still running. Crap, I don't know if I can put a minute on there. That's 1 sec. Why do 75? That fixed it.
Oh, Sarr and Wemby did play together in France. That's interesting.
Oh, I didn't know that. No, Cashwell, he used to chew people out hardcore. That's a 3 for Dante Exum. It just, you know, he's been coach of the Spurs for 2.5 decades. That's a long time. Sissoko for 3. Oh, boy. Nope, that's not his shot. Yeah, that didn't really work the way I wanted to. His ears are too big. Mama would have blocked. Sissoko to drive in the paint, lose the ball out of bounds. Oh, I missed it. My score is all wrong. Sorry, 144, 117. Next time is Tuesday. Spurs are live Tuesday. Indiana Grogu, exactly. I think Sissoko's going the line for 2. He is. See how concerned? Did he look concerned, Adrian, or did he not care? I had a feeling. Just, I hate criticizing Pop, but the team is worse and getting worse. And my big concern is the handling of Wembanyama. This is the franchise. This is the guy that should be with us for the next 15 plus years. And I worry that this season is damaging his love of San Antonio. Really,
I'm worried that it's damaging Sohan just as a human.
Sohan with the human point guard experiment. Sorry, Jeremy Sohan point guard experiment. And the Mavs just going to dribble out here? Yeah, they are.
Oh, Bobby, that's, yeah. Yeah.
He's the same boat as Belichick. Hey, Kels, good evening to you.
Yeah, well, Belichick's got to go too.
Belichick's got to go, and Bobby be the first to admit Belichick's got to go. 144 to 119 is going to be the final. This is a rough game.
That hurt. That would hurt.
I appreciate everybody hung out. If you could hit the thumbs up on the way, I would greatly appreciate that. I will go over the end of game stats here in just a moment. Drop the F up there. For F me, that was bad. Well, we're kind of used to it as Spurs fans. I mean, I hate to say it. We're used to bad losses. All right, pulling up ESPN for the Dallas Mavericks. Williams had 14. Hardaway had a big game with 23. Jones with 11. Doncic dominated tonight. 39 points, 12 rebounds, 10 assists. Had a triple-double in only 32 minutes. Exum had a nice game with 20 points, 7 boards, and 4 assists. Off the bench for the Mavs, Brown with a donut. Prosper with a donut. Powell with 14. Lawson off the bench with 17, 4, 3, and 2. That's 3 assists, 2 steals. A nice game off the bench. Dennis with 0. Hardy with 6 for the Spurs. Zach Collins with 14 points. Zach actually had a nice balanced night. 14 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks. Champagne with 12. Jeremy Sohan had one of his better games of the year. 23 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists. Did have 3 turnovers, though. Devin Vassell played like doo-doo tonight. 9 points, 5 assists, no turnovers. But 3 of 13 from the field, could not hit his shot. Malachi Brandon with 12. Off the bench for the Spurs, Mamu had a nice game, though most of it was garbage time. 14 points. Dougie with 0. Dougie only getting 6 minutes tonight. Osman only 10 minutes. He scored 3. Kelvin came off the bench tonight. In 23 minutes, he had 16 points. Devontae Graham with nothing. Trey Jones, 9 points. Blake Wesley looked good in limited action. Actually, Blake was pretty... In 12 minutes, Blake Wesley had 5 points on 2 of 3 shooting. 1 rebound, 3 assists, and 3 steals. No turnovers. Not a bad game from him in garbage time. And City Sissoko played and, well, didn't really do much. He had 2 points, did have 2 steals, but missed all 3 of his shots. Spurs lose 144 to 119, drop to 4 and 24. The Mavericks will improve to 17 and 12. Oy vey. I think I see a super chat. I want to acknowledge that. Oh, Tino Lantern, he says, need Harry Chuck Norris from Enter the Dragon. Thank you, super chat. He was very hairy in that. Oh my gosh, he was ridiculously hairy. That's all I got, my friends. I hope you have a wonderful holiday. I don't think there'll be any content up tomorrow, but who knows? I might say an article and might do a Christmas Eve video. And then Monday, I'll be watching the Giants and Eagles. We'll probably do a reaction to that after the game. I'm hoping for the Cowboys fans in the chat, hopefully the Giants help you guys out. And I would just love to beat the Eagles because the Eagles can suck it. So happy holidays to you all. And to you all, a good night. What you gonna do when TSR Sports, Miss TSR, Bear, Grogu, and Coyote run wild on you? Go Spurs, go!